Yeah, I like to multicast these. I used to go live on my phone for these chat. Yeah, see, whatnot's whatnot again. So it won't be, oh, it literally takes like 2 minutes. So this will be available for replay on YouTube. You can go and watch it. Yep, there it is. I used to screen record and push it to YouTube. So when you go back and watch it, some of the red chat is hilarious. And if you're a mod only, you could see it. Hot mess, hello. But anyway, I have a show scheduled every single day up until I think I'm like 20, 30 shows behind that I have to schedule up to. But my 1,000th show will be on February 26th, 2027. And those shows are going to be a combination of selling, chat shows. I am adding a new show. It's only going to be shipping. It's only going to be shipping, and I'm going to be teaching the whatnot way. I'm available one-on-one if somebody doesn't want to ask questions. I know I get a lot of people that message me. I'm going to be real. It takes so much time to write you back and explain shipping. I'm just not doing that anymore. I'll tell you to come to my chat show. I'll tell you to come to my chat show. Um, yeah, Tuesday I'm on during the day, but it'll probably be like a Thursday that I'll be on. Thank you for sharing the stream. Can you guys actually watch a replay of it? How are you, hot mess? How's the baby? Your hype, the hype points, yes. Yeah. Are you seeing an increase, stay home on your YouTube with the clickbaity titles? Welcome in, friends. Hey, Maymays, how you doing? Yeah, I don't have an agenda today, but I've been getting this question a lot, so I'm going to address it right now. I get this question a lot from new sellers, and the new sellers have asked me, is it okay to run everything at 8 to 11 ounces? So I'm going to say no, don't do that. Especially if you're new and you haven't worked out what your shipping is supposed to be. Because I don't want to come shop with you and buy a pair of earrings that weigh 1 ounce and pay 8 to 11 ounces for it. It's kind of a dumb idea because if you're selling small stuff, you should all have it relative to what it actually weighs packaged. So, like last night, I was showing these Bitty Pops. If I was selling these, I can put them in a bubble mailer 1 to 3 ounces. If somebody buys 2 or 3 of these, they're going to go in one of my small boxes, right? And I always change the label and I always change the box size. The default says 12 by 12 by 12. Obviously, I would be an idiot to put this in a 12 by 12 by 12 box because I'm going to have to fill it with about $1 worth of packaging materials, right? So I'm not going to do that. But I always recommend that you run it at the actual weight because for you as a seller, if you run it 8 to 11, they're going to buy one item. And then their next item, they're going to pay for half of that. And they're going to pay $9.21 for 2 items. Would you guys pay $9.21 shipping for these 2 little items? They're little bitty pop Funkos. Would you? Come on, you guys love wasting your money, don't you? No, exactly. So when you guys rather pay, $5 for one of them versus $9.21 for two, the buyer will buy more from you if you're honest and accurate with the shipping. And I've taught that from day one. Okay. Yeah, it takes time. So what? It takes time to wrap, pack, and ship. Why wouldn't I invest the time for my buyer? And it doesn't have to be a custom list where I put all the title and the pictures on every one. I could take a picture of the whole pile of them and say Funko Bitty Pop singles as shown on live and then number them. And then when they sell, I always do a call out and I say, okay, de-archivist, you got Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. This is number one. And I have a number one sticker that goes on it. I set it aside. When I'm all done, maybe I'm making a pile for D. She bought a whole bunch or someone else, right? But my buyer is going to have to buy 5 or 6 of these for the 921. That makes more sense, right? So think about your buyers. They're going to come back. And the other thing is, if you're running it for $1, it may work for some people. In the beginning, I don't think it works for everybody. Reduce shipping, same thing. It doesn't work for everybody. You have to learn how to use whatnot and ship the proper way. Because it's like this. Somebody was in my stream the other day and messaged me and said, can I, Christelle, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. Can I just run this stuff? Hold on. I want to go back and see what you guys are saying. What's up, Veda Malingo? How are you? Yeah, so that, in my opinion, it's best to do it that way. Yes, like I said, it takes time to wrap, to package, ship. Some people do great with dollar starts, but if you're just starting out, run your stuff with the price you're comfortable with. Okay? Run it for the price you're comfortable with. Because if you don't and you sell it for $1, you better be okay. Christelle, thank you for the raid. Were we doing CSV today? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. If you guys want to learn how to do bulk listing and whatnot, go bookmark Christelle shows. She's an excellent teacher and she has some resources. She was doing that today. So you don't do one at a time. You can bulk list. I also made a YouTube video where I teach you how to use the Seller Hub on Whatnot, and how to duplicate listings so you don't have to do one at a time on your phone. She does it with the CSV. I use it sometimes. I have a format. I just do it pretty quick, but I have been using the CSV and it's really quick. Hey, what's up, Hammer? How you doing? Yeah. So shipping is not that confusing if you work smarter, not harder. Do you guys get the shipping, like what I have explained so far? So I'm gonna have a shipping show every week. I got to pick the day. I think I don't know what day it's gonna be, but it's gonna be, because a lot of times at night I'll talk about it and someone will start asking me about shipping at 2 o'clock in the morning. So I'm no longer answering the 2 a.m. shipping questions. You have to come to my daytime. You like the banner? Thank you. This is OBS. So I mean, actually, I don't know what's on this banner. It's not the Insomniac Club, so do this. I can change it right now. Yeah, I didn't even change it, but I can. Okay, done. There you go. Welcome to Cawfee, Tawk. You have yet to get it to work for you. All right, before I get into that, because I talked about OBS the other night. Hold on, I want to see, there was a couple of questions before we got rated. And I appreciate you guys asking. So let me just double check. You never understood why shipping is such a hard concept, Purple Turtles. It's because people overthink it. And they listen to about 15 people on here telling all different things about how to ship, and they don't go read it for themselves. That's the truth. That's why it's become so, they're overthinking, like, oh, well, this person's so successful. They have 500 people in their stream. They also have a team that ships for them. They are not shipping. Yeah. I just think people don't realize Whatnot doesn't hold your pictures. We hold them from, yeah. I like to take my pictures on a device, and I don't take them with the Whatnot app because Whatnot doesn't save them. But you can still download them on a computer. You can still download them on a computer to your desktop. Just have a folder and drop them off. But once you delete the listing from Whatnot, guess what? They're gone. Okay? Not getting them back. Not getting them back. Yeah. You don't mind doing one listing at a time? Yeah, people don't realize that at all. Yep. And then also people don't know how to clone. They don't know how to clone their items to from their show to the buy it now. They don't know how to do that. So I made a video. It's called Seller Hub. I actually did, it's pretty simple, but I mean, I show you what not to do. There's, look, I see the same people going to all the chat shows asking the same questions, and we're 2 years into this. I'm almost 4 years into this. Just do it. What are you waiting for? Stop waiting on other people to do it for you. Really, because if you trust everything everyone says, you're gonna probably overthink every single thing. So don't be afraid. It's, there's not a bunch of sharks out here. I mean, maybe there is, but they don't bite that hard. And you're the boss, so just have your show. But look at Whatnot's basic policies. They're pretty simple and straightforward. Also, Whatnot, if you go to seller.whatnot.com, they literally have, I don't know how many videos they have in there. Let me look. They have an OBS video that's outstanding. They have 4 videos for the pre-show. They're tutorials. Okay. 4 videos that are about your showtime. 5 videos, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 5 videos about shipping, everything to do with bundling. And then they have 2 videos about like how to use seller support and or the Seller Hub, how to use it. I mean, if you're not watching those videos, you're probably not too serious about your Whatnot, you know? That's why I do the CSV training. So many people saying they couldn't start it because it was taking too long to load a product. Right. And if you really want to load your store, there's lots of ways to, like, a lot of people have asked me, like, how do I get started? And so last night I asked the Insomniacs, hey, I need some video ideas I'm going to make. And one of them was like, I don't even know how to get started to do a show. Like, I want A through Z walkthrough, right? Hey, Curly Q, I'm good. Thank you. How are you? Hey, Dusty Nook. And so I'm going to do that. The videos are pretty quick. They're very short. It doesn't take that much time. I can watch all of those videos, which is what, 12, 14, 15 videos from Whatnot. I can probably watch them in 35, 40 minutes. The longest one is the OBS one that Bug did, and it's literally, I'm a big fan of Bug. His is 31 minutes. That's the longest video. Most of them are 1 to 3 minutes, but they're very fast. You can pause them, you can watch them again. They show you the shipping, the unbundling, all the things. Yeah, Bug's OBS video is really good. It's pretty simple, like the way he explains it. But like for people that haven't been able to get like OBS to work, it's like there's so many things in the back that people don't realize. You need to have the computer that can handle it. You need to have a wired internet connection, right? Some Chromebooks, they don't work with it. I mean, they can. You have to learn how to put Linux in it and things like that. Yeah, what's up, Uncle Heshy? How you doing? But going back, I made a ton of videos on YouTube. My same name is DArchivist with the underscore. And I'm about to add actually a bunch today. I have to finish editing these too. But I've been trying to do them like a couple a month. Yes, you can, Corporate Goth. Can we tell in our marketplace? Absolutely. If you go to the listing of your item in your, um, if it's a marketplace item, oh, well, most of the marketplace items are in every single show. Have you reserved them for shows? Like on the desktop or no? Let me see real quick. I know what you're asking. Hold on. So if I go up to the seller hub, I go to inventory and I could see my active, my drafts and all that stuff while it's loading. You can't see the bookmarks on the active stuff. You can only see it when it's actually in the show. That's a really good question, and that would be really good to see that. So I'm gonna say no, you can't see who bookmarks it if it's strictly a marketplace item. Yeah, because this is all my active items. There's no bookmarks on these, and I have a ton of bookmarks on some of my items. Um, but if I go back to my show, I can see it. As long as I highly recommend putting it in buy it now. Yeah, I run them at flash sale. So if I click on this show in the app and I click in the shop and I go to buy it now, here's a few items that have the bookmarks, right? See them? So then I could go in. I cannot run a flash sale on my phone. I hate it. It doesn't work. I have a flash sale set up on the computer, but they will never run, rarely on the app. So if I have something for flash sale, I can just go over here and like I have 26 bookmarks for this item. Wait, not that one. That one's not 26. It's, oh, that's weird. There's no bookmarks on that, but I have people that have bookmarked it. What? I wish we could sort by bookmarks. I'm gonna ask. Yeah, I don't think you can. Sort. A to Z, creation time, price. Okay, let's see. Let me see. Yeah, you can only see them in show, correct. And I think it's just the same way. I don't think you can see the bookmarks other than in your show. Because technically you're live. Yeah. So even if I'm not live, I can go into another show and I could run that item as a flash sale. Yeah. Did you know you could do that? So if I'm not live, 5 minutes before I go live, I run all the things I want to run at flash sale. Usually today I didn't even run anything. Yeah. And then it's pretty quick because it's set up. Mother mouse. But I can look on my phone. And the thing, like, I like to run it because I'm using OBS. So I have a computer here. I have a monitor over here. I have an iPad right here. But there's a glitch right now. I've noticed my flash sales are set up for 2 hours because that's my time. But look at this one. It's running 30 seconds and I didn't pick 30 seconds. It's some kind of weird glitch and whatnot. But I would love the option on desktop to sort my items by the price so I can run some of the higher priced items. first instead of having to go here and, search it, right? And then run it. But I can't see bookmarks on the desktop at all. I can only see them in the app in the show. It would be nice to be able to see the bookmarks. I'm totally gonna suggest it. I would have to scroll through all these items to look at it. So when I have the iPad, which my iPad doesn't support Whatnot, so I gotta order a new one actually. Yeah. I actually was gonna buy one the other day on Whatnot. Somebody had a really good deal, but I don't think they're even active. So I messaged them like over a week ago. So they're out. Um, yeah, like this, here's an item I have. Some of the items let me run a flash sale on the app, but some of them don't even work. I could choose run as auction. I could use run as flash sale. That's why I always put everything as buy it now. What version of iPad? It's an older one. It's a Pro. It's like 3 and it doesn't work. It works. Whoops, sorry about that. The app works, but it crashes a lot. So it's time to just buy a new one. Even my mini. Yeah, even my mini one. What's up, Dawn? How are you? It would be great to see who bookmarked the items. No, because that's just one more piece of data I don't need. Yeah, it's one more piece of data. But what I would love is our bookmarked items that we could send offers to people. That we could send an offer and it'll automatically send it to the person. But you know what? Messages, like the last thing people want, they're already getting shows shared. Imagine how many offers they're going to get sent to them for bookmarking item. I think it'll be too much. Because I save a lot of listings that I buy or that I'm curious about, or maybe I have that item and I'm just curious to see if they sell it. It doesn't tell me it's sold. It just says unavailable. How am I using letter? Because it stands for something in my inventory system. So a lot of times, some of the stuff I put in, it just means like V for vintage, MB mystery box, BB blind box, SC sports cards. Uh, I don't know what my other one is. CAD is my thrift shop card, I think. What's up, Sassy? Yeah, so that works for my system because of how I have it organized in my inventory, like in my shed and stuff. You don't have to use that one. That doesn't have a numbering system. They may probably impose one later. I hope not. I like just doing it my way. It works for me. How do you remove bookmarks from a project? You can't. Delete it. Delete it, I guess. You could delete the item. But bookmarks are from other people who are curious about your item. So when you run it, it sends them a notification. If you edit the item, they're still going to be bookmarked. She said how before? You can't. I don't know. News to me. Yeah, you can. I don't think you can remove people's bookmarks unless you delete the item. I'd love to know. Find out. What's up, Tober? How you doing? Let me see. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think you can delete somebody's bookmarks. Yeah, but by other than deleting the product. Even when I don't, let's see. Yeah, deactivate it. Let's try one. I'll deactivate this. Yeah, I just deactivate an item, but I think the bookmarks stay there. Maybe that's the way you do it. Let's see. I'm gonna look. You need a good inventory system? Yeah. I mean, I started with electronics. I used to sell a lot of computers that I sold a lot of Mac products. So I would take I have a couple of like 10 colleges by my house. And so there's a lot of college students that love Starbucks and they love to drink coffee right next to their computer. And then they accidentally spill like a sugary drink on their laptop and it's ruined because they go to Apple and Apple says, you need a whole computer. You need a whole computer. So I would buy those computers. And little secret is you could just open the top case and you could literally clean that off and it comes off easy without damage. I put it back together. It's a brand new computer. Nothing wrong with it. No warranty void, nothing. Because they didn't used to put the stickers that said that had a spill or moisture detection. Now forget it. Everything's disposable, right? They build them to throw them away. So I would just sell them like crazy. And so I started making my organized system with E for electronics. Yeah, like cameras and electronics is what I started with first. So it's years old. So I just kept it. It works. If I go in my shed with my bin, I have a QR code that I scan. And then when I add an item, it's on this list. When I remove the item, I just remove it from the list. Each item it has a little barcode in it that I make for myself. They're not actual barcodes unless the item's in a box or something. And then I just scan that and it's in my list. There's a company that makes them. I made my own. I just, because I worked for a manufacturer, so I had access to UPC codes and that whole system. Yeah, so I just used my own and made it up because you don't have to file any of it. It's just for organizing. You're working on it, but you haven't settled on it. You'll find something that works for you. So like my shed, I have it sectioned off. So vintage is all here. I have one small area of vintage Christmas. Not a big fan of it, but I have a ton of it. And I sold a ton on Whatnot. And so now this is pretty much the almost the end of it, except for those few. But for vintage, it's V for vintage. Okay, so it'll be like hash pound sign, right? Where the old school pound sign or hashtag V for vintage, and then it'll be whatever that number comes out of my system. Yeah, it generates it for me. Sometimes they're just random. Sometimes it's duplicated doubles because I made it myself. Um, I do. You know, I just try to do different things. I want to learn a bunch. I don't. Hold on. I don't. I just try to do a bunch of different things. My interests are just too vast. Yeah. Hey, CLB, how are you? But like even my system is not, I don't need it to be perfect. I just need to be able to find the item if it sells. So I had a store on the Bay a long time ago and I had 20,000 items. So you learn how to get organized real quick because when you sell something and you have to spend 3 hours finding it, that's a problem. That's a huge problem because you're just wasted 3 hours. And so I came up with that system. And I used to always, actually, I started watching Daily Refinement. He has a very good system that a lot of people use for clothing. But I had so many small items, but I sold a lot of that and I got rid of my store. I don't even have that anymore. I have a different thing now. And it's easy once you find some. The best thing to do is organize it by however you want to organize it. Some people on Whatnot have it organized by weight or product type. Yeah, you'll find the system. How do you guys organize your inventory? You have a lot of Tammy's passions, right? Yeah, lots of interests. Yeah, I don't know. It just works for me. And then anything that's like electronic or expensive, it's in my house. You know, Buy material, rocks, it's easy. Okay, bin system, letters and numbers. Yeah. I do like bins. Mine are 15 quart. They're not big, but most of my stuff is not huge. If it's big, I have it displayed on a shelf or something. Yeah. And I have the wired racks. They're like, I don't know, some of them are 3 feet wide and they're maybe five, almost 6 feet tall. My size for clothes, not sure how I'll do the other items. You absolutely could list and not do live shows. Yep, you could absolutely do it. You got to share it on your social media. Don't share people your items, but make sure you actually put, if you take a picture, say you have some Levi's, right? 501s, they're vintage, they have the big E tag. Make sure you take the right pictures. You show all the dimensions and measurements that they need for that. If there's any wear, any crotch wear, whatever, any of the hem is damaged, make sure you measure everything, inside seam, and then photograph it, right? And then your title should match what your picture is. And then your description should be short, brief, brilliant, and to the point, period. And then you need to have a number system on those so you know which ones they are. Because if you've got 50 pairs of that exact one, put that quantity at 50. If you've got 3 pairs of that, put it there. But if they're all a little different condition, individual listings. Yeah, but you have to use keywords, okay? And I mean, a lot of people are even using AI to get a descriptive listing. Use some of these tools. Use some of these tools. Um, is that what you're doing, Dawn? I love it. Yep, my J is jewelry too. I just do most of my stuff is vintage, but any of the other stuff is like HD home decor. Yeah. I think I'm gonna change it to like one thing. I mean, I'll already know if it's vintage or not. Yeah, corporate goth. I don't share. I just try to be, yeah. And then if you don't have like, it's like the same formula. If you feed into it constantly, you'll end up selling more stuff. I mean, there's times when I was selling like 10, 15 things out of the marketplace, but now the marketplace is harder to find. People don't realize how to find it. Because it used to be on the main part of the app. When you go over here to the app, there used to be a thing that said products or shows. I think it was shows, and you would click on products and it would be all the products. Now you have to go to the top and you have to search for, look at, I'll just type in fairy lamp. Okay, and when I do fairy lamp, it just shows top. But if you click on where it says products, that's how you find the marketplace. That's where all the buy it now or auction items are. You just have to sort it. So now there's a ton of fairy lamps, okay, on the app. Tons of them. You can sort it, you can filter it, you can go to buy format and go buy it now. There's 240 of them in live auctions. There's 740, okay? I can also go filter it and I could do lowest price, right? $2. It's not for fairy lamps. People, the one thing I will say is people try to use other people's keywords or hashtags to get those views in there. And then they're like clickbaity because they don't match the item. Yeah. So if you have a social media like an Instagram, and if you don't, get one. Get a username that is going to be descriptive of your business type, even if it's money, a side thing. Just make sure someone else doesn't have it and make sure it goes across all the platforms. So like D_archivist, I'm the only one that has that on all the platforms. But funny enough, there's somebody that's D_archivist that they're a photographer. And it's not me because that's not my photography. I go by my name in photography. But you know, you'll find what works, you know, for you. But you know, even if you list like 10 items a day and finding products in the marketplace, probably did you guys know you could do that? Did anybody not know that? And there's nothing wrong with it. But a lot of people don't realize that whole marketplace is there to list and you could search and find things. I say utilize it because Whatnot made it so easy before because it was right there. I wish they would bring it back that way. It was so much easier. Yeah, now there's all these options like, and so you can see from the buyer's perspective, and I bet a lot of buyers don't actually know how to search for a product. That would be actually another good video too. Because Whatnot had it, I have a video of the old one, how it used to be. And now when I put it in, because I use fairy lamp, there's tons of them, but they're not fairy lamps. I don't know why people list a little thing that is not a fairy lamp. It's a glass bowl, you know. You use it. It's so cool to find stuff in need. Absolutely. And when somebody puts the actual title that matches the picture, isn't that like a win-win, especially if you get a good deal? Yeah, just be careful when you go to buy an item on there because sometimes there's people that have zero feedback, zero reviews. They never sold anything. They only sell marketplace. It's best to bookmark that and message them first and just say, hi, I want to purchase this item because they might not be active on there and the listings from like last year. But I think Whatnot has gotten rid of some of those. I check always really quick. Yeah, I always look at their profile. Like I was looking for an iPad on here and I found one. I found actually a bundle for three of them. And I was like, well, I don't need three, but I could always like, you know, sell it. It was such a good deal. And I wrote the person there, go, oh, thanks for writing. I already sold that. So if I had bought it, they would have just said told me to cancel it, or they would have canceled the order. And then I would have wasted my time, and time is worth more than it is money, you know? Yeah. So I always check it. I mean, they had like 20 reviews. So I thought, okay, maybe they're kind of active. And then if you look on the computer, when you look for the item, you could see when they actually listed that. Let's see if you could do it on the desktop. Sure can. If you scroll to the bottom, see how it says created on 7/3/2023. So is this item still available? 2023, guys. That's why you send a message. Yay, that's awesome, Veebs. I love that. Yeah, so that's how you find products on the Whatnot marketplace. I haven't heard Whatnot really call it marketplace anymore. It's just products. And I wish they would bring back that verbiage, and I wish they would have it on the front page again, but it could be something to do with the design, the programming. I don't really know. I mean, they've upgraded the app a ton since I started. For the better, of course. But that's how you know, right now if I want to, I will see if there's any new iPad. I want an iPad Pro. Yeah, I want the big one, as you know. And I just put in there buy format, buy it now. Because you go to the live auction, it always gets bid up and over. And you always have to be careful. Like here's one here. Wow, $280 for an iPad Pro 12-inch. that is probably 6 years old already. So be very careful when you buy it. Make sure you're really looking at the right item. Yeah. Is it wait, it's still listed as a sell in the marketplace on the shipping tab. What do you mean, Christelle? I'd rather support the community than buy off the Amazon or corporate. Yeah, absolutely. I had to buy one thing and I'm waiting for it to get delivered, but they have this new stupid security thing. They won't deliver. They tried to deliver and then I didn't answer the door yesterday because I was in the back. And I have to give them a 6-digit code to get the item now because it's an electronic. I think they've been having so much theft, but I didn't really want to buy anything. And I had to buy that one thing because I didn't want to buy it secondhand. And the other company that sells it is just as big. And then I had to buy a bracket and I got pissed at them. So I said, I'm not buying the bracket. I'm going to make my own. And I 3D printed and it came out so good. Yeah, the holes are a little bit small. So I'm going to have to drill. I got to figure out how to drill it without cracking it. It was an iPad. It was an expensive iPad. Yeah, so it wasn't that expensive though. It was like $600. But I think they're doing that now because they leave it on the porch and people steal it. This is what I said the other night. We bought our daughter like a $2,000 gaming PC and it has the big box for the tower, right? So it's just the towers. Like it was like 2 grand from Costco. And they don't even put it in a box. It's shipped in that box, UPS. And so the UPS guy, literally, good thing I was home, he left it on my porch facing the street. So if you drove by it, it said MSI gaming PC, power PC, whatever the hell it says. Like it's in red on a black box. Man, drive by, you see it, and you never know who. Yeah, really stupid. But what if it's a gift and I'm going to give it? I mean, it's, look, it's up to them to pack it right because it's not the driver's fault. It's not USPS. Because when something gets damaged because you didn't pack it right. But on a thing like that, that probably weighs 20 pounds, 15 pounds, they're not tossing that around real easy. So, I mean, it was just weird how they packaged it. Yeah. Okay, when you go to ship, if it's a marketplace order, you can filter by marketplace orders. You mean, yeah, I know that I'm not talking about. I understand that part. Yeah. So if you sell something in the marketplace and you go to your shipments tab in the seller hub, there's an option for marketplace orders and then there's all your show orders. And there's an all status and so in there I have I don't know how many are in here, a lot. So in the last, let's see, I don't sell a ton in there, but people randomly just buy stuff. So currently, I have 15 products in the last 20 days. That's pretty good. Do you put it, you have to put it as buy now. You can't do auctions. JK, you can't do auctions on whatnot because they only have that beta testing. Okay. Yeah, you can't. You have to do buy it now, but put best offer on it and put it at the price you're comfortable with. But just know this, be sure you put really good pictures. If something has damage, honestly, if something has damage, don't sell it. That's better for a live show. But if it does and it's vintage, like, a lot of vintage items, the paint is paint wear, paint loss. That's like a common occurrence. But if you're going to note it, I would put, I use this emoji on my listings if they have damage because it grabs people's attention. I either use this one next or into, like next it'll say damaged, or I'll use this one because I never want them to not know. And then I might do this, write that in the title. So it's not hidden because I'm going to tell you about 90% of the people read just the title. They don't even read the description because sometimes on the phone you can't actually see it. Yeah, that's how you start, Sam. What's up, Sam? I just think it's important. I'd never want to mislead anybody on the item. Like I sold something recently. I have those little dumplings, okay? And I have a mini one and I have a bigger one. And on the bigger one, I called it large. And I sold it to somebody who was completely brand new. They probably used their whatnot credit. And then they sent me a message after they got it. Because I didn't know that they had more than the two sizes. They have like a jumbo size. I had no idea. But the thing is, the jumbo size is like $50, $60, $70. I wouldn't sell it for $15. Yeah. Don't tell me what to do, Sam. Just kidding. Yeah. That's how you started out. Yeah. I got what you said. What do you want? But yeah, so sometimes I tease Sam. Sometimes if you don't put it right, you're gonna get a bad review. So I won't get a review probably, but I wrote the person back and I said, you know what, I'm really sorry. I did not know there's a bigger one because I went to the internet and looked. I just going by what I saw in front of me, which does show the size. And so for both of us, it was a mistake. But I said, you know what, I'm sorry. If you'd like to come back and shop, here's a couple of coupons and with a coupon code if they want to come back. You know what I mean? Because it's like, as a buyer, I'm a buyer too on this app. It's my responsibility to read everything and make sure I understand. If I don't understand, then I need to send them a message and say, hey, I want to buy your item, but I'm a little confused. Can you tell me how big this thing is? Because I see dimensions, but I'm not entirely sure because you use the word large. So, perspective is everything. Yeah. So then there's no surprises later, right? Yeah, and I felt bad. I was like, "Oh my gosh, I didn't know there was a bigger size at all." Which is fair, you know? Yeah. I haven't bought anything on here. Well, I usually buy an auction. I don't buy trying to think. If I buy in to buy it now, it has to be like I have like my own thing where I look, but I do save listings. All right, I'm gonna check that other one. I want to see. I'll have to ask Julie. Julie comes in here sometimes. I don't know if she's live. We wanted to ask how uh, marked. Okay, let's see if she comes in here. Yeah, you put a quarter. Sometimes I put a dime. Actually, my dime went flying around last night as we were talking about the whatnot with I like little things or I sell like, little items like this, right? Yeah, like little items like this. So I have my whatnot mat here. Let me unpin this bookmark thing or whatever. I don't know what's bookmarked. There we go. So, I have a camera up here. Oh, here's the dime. And then I have a dime that's here, but usually I'll have this a solid color. And then I do a lot of mini brands. So these are some new little books that I got. And I'm not set up because my camera will have to be like zoomed in so people could actually see. But I use that for comparison because when you're looking on the app, man, that item looks big, right? It looks humongous. So you can't really tell the size. It can be misleading, especially like this is my favorite thing to compare it with a paperweight. If I have that paperweight way up here, obviously I don't have the right lens tonight. There it goes. If I have that paperweight really big, that could look huge to somebody if it's just facing without my hand. But you'd be surprised that I've had probably in the whole time, a handful. When I use my phone and it's real close, like here, it looks big. So make sure you guys are going, oh, you know what? I don't know where my ruler is now. Make sure you have a ruler handy or a tape measure and you show them on camera. And also put the dimensions in the descriptions. Like if you have a big piece of glass, this is 14 inches tall, but you could take a picture with it, but people do not read the pictures. 100% of the time, they don't look at the pictures to see the dimensions. But make sure you do that. Very, very important. Yeah. I have some stickers that I do take a picture of. I don't know if I have any more. I think I've stole them all. Stole them all. Sold them all. Let's see. Yeah, I had some V friends. I need to add more in. But I took a picture with the rule. Here it is. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'll pin the item. Yep. Yeah, they use centimeters, and the Americans don't know what a centimeter is. That's their measurement tool. They don't put inches. Yeah, I'm gonna have a Timu show one day. Yeah, I told Not Stifler's mom we were gonna do that, buy crappy crap and sell it. Yeah, it's all tiny, all miniature. Yeah, you always Google. I mean, because we're not used to metric system, right? Yeah, but see how little that one item is. I was for a little while. I have some of the cards. What's up, Kimmy D? How you doing? Um, but I have like this camera. My camera should be coming right now. I can't wait. I got a new little one. See, so if I zoom this and I put, you know, I put that there. Can you tell it's a tiny on the phone? Not really, right? Kimmy D, the card world is crazy, right? I mean, you kind of can. Yeah. If I put the dime there, it really helps, right? Yeah. If I put the dime, it really kind of helps you. Dawn says, oh no. Oh, Dawn, I was into it a while back. I bought a bunch of stickers from them. They were expensive. And I wanted the autograph actually, but I didn't get one. So I sold them all individually because now they're hard to find. Yep. What's up, Sam Dog? How are you? Yeah. And actually, even I have my thrift shop trading card. I just realized I was almost out of my #1 card. So I have to start putting them in auction only. But you see how in the picture, I have the ruler underneath it so they can see how big the sticker is? Yeah, I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that. Yeah, if you click on the picture down below here, it's not for this item, it's for a sticker. You can see the ruler that I just put in there. I have a different ruler now, actually. I highly recommend that if you're going to do stickers or cards, I mean, most people know what card sizes is. I would take a picture with a ruler like that. Even if you're doing, a piece of vintage glass, I found it. It probably would have smacked me in the face. Put it so that your 1 inch is here and then your item. So a lot of times I'll have this item, like I'm just grabbing what's next to me. I'll have this item next to it. And then in the picture, I just take a close up so you can see how tall it is. But probably the cherub's head, say, okay, this item is, and it'll be like on a table, it's 3.5 inches tall, maybe, very important. Most people want to know that, right? Your wife bought a comforter on Temu with pictures, 12 by 8 inch cat blanket. Guess she learned real quick, huh? Temu, I will say, I'll give him 100% credit on that one. That's funny. Yeah, if you love miniatures, there you go. Yep, that's funny. I think I ordered from them 2 times. And when they first came out, and I bought these barcode labels, and they were literally like 1/4 inch by 1/4 inch. I'm like, but there was a whole bunch on a sheet. I'm like, no way. They would go in they were 4x6, but they had little die cut out ones. You know what they did? My thermal printer gets warm and they all melted, so they peeled up and got stuck in it. Yeah. No. No, Molly. Did you? Vava Vooms, hello. Can I read your tarot cards? No. Why? What's up? You still did, huh? I don't know. I got toilet paper before are you asking if you could read them like in your shows? Yeah, you still get it. Oh, but they're 3x5. All the toilet paper changed. They were like a rate. If you look at when you put it in there, they're all shorter and thinner because they cut down costs so they can make more money. They don't care about your butt wipe. Nope. Yep. I bought it before because I got a heads up, but I didn't go crazy and go buy like 10 boxes of it like people were doing at Costco, and then there wasn't enough for everybody to go around. And that's when companies changed how they manufacture. They cut 1/8 of an inch off it every roll. Yep. I know, Mary. Can you believe it? The sun is up. I know. Well, I had that big nap yesterday. Yeah, there is. You got to watch my Seller Hub video on YouTube. It will help you. It'll show you how to delete the items that are inactive. Just make sure you're never going to use it again. Yeah. If it sells, go to the Seller Hub. There's an active and a draft and an inactive tab. Go to the inactive tab and you could delete it. Don't deactivate it because it may glitch and show up again and you'll sell it again. Then you'll have to get a ding because you'll have to cancel the item. So make sure you totally delete it. And every now and then they glitch. Yeah, but the video is called Seller Hub, and it's called hold on, I can't even think right now. Inventory. Yeah, I have a cut. It's about 30 minutes. It's worth watching it. There's some good tips in there. And also if you have like 5 items that are the same, but maybe they're a different color, I show how to like actually duplicate And or I talk about variants a little bit because when I made that video, the variant thing wasn't out, but it's kind of similar. I like to create a separate listing for that. Yeah, you're a crafter, so you had napkins when toilet paper got low. I also used to own a bookstore, so paper can just, yeah, just don't flush it. Exactly. Does that show unbundling? What do you mean, Mary? Oh, my video? No, I didn't do a shipping video yet. Yeah. Yeah, you grew up with a grandma in an outhouse. Yeah, you get a quick appreciation for TP, I'm sure. Yeah. My dad did too, like that. And it was a very quick appreciation for those things. Yep. Yeah, so if you're looking for an unbundling video, I recommend going in the Seller Hub, seller.whatnot.com. It'll take you right to the Seller Hub and look on that homepage. Literally has all the videos that Whatnot has made, tutorials. Um, I have, I don't know, I have kind of a lot myself. They're free to watch. There's a lot of people that actually do tutorials about Whatnot. Just know that look at the date of creation because a lot of them are outdated and the information isn't relevant to today. What's up, Diane? How you doing, friend? Good afternoon. But I don't know. I have like 829 videos on my YouTube channel. A lot of them are live. So if you go to the live tab, you'll see all the Cawfee talks. And then if you go to the homepage, it shows like my latest videos. And then at the bottom, oh, there's a tab, podcast or playlist. On the playlist, it shows all the different playlists. So there's like Rip or Ship, 1,000 Days on Whatnot. And there's a Cawfee talk and it has like 77 streams in there. I have to go in and finish it to be organized in it. Yeah. You got lots of snow for sale? All right. I hope you can keep it frozen for me. I'll come buy some. Yeah. Little couple of cotton balls I'll get. That's what it'll be. Your last show, 2 customers each wound up with single orders on top of bigger orders. I don't know what happened. For the bundling, so how it works is, have you changed your shipping at all? Was anything a custom ship profile? Yeah. Oh yeah, Molly got a lot. No. So how much did they weigh? How much did each, like, if they got one box that bundled everything and then they got a new box, right? 1 to 3 ounces? How many items were in the box? This is recent, isn't it? I have a glitch too. I have a buyer that likes to buy the socks from me. Yeah, the weights, huh? Okay. Let me ask you this. You didn't create a custom ship profile and put like, you picked the 1 to 3 ounce for it, right? Okay, I have a glitch too, and I'm going to report it because here's what happened. Are you able to take a screenshot to show the detail, but not exactly like their information that you could send me? Because here's what mine did. I have a buyer that buys from me like all the time. Message me if you don't mind. You could send it here or Instagram because sometimes here, if you take a screenshot, it's too big because of the quality of the phone. But my Instagram is the same name because I want to report it to Whatnot. I had this buyer always buys my socks from me. And so she went in to buy them in the Buy It Now. And I did do a custom ship profile. However, I didn't require it to be 1 item per box. I just said it was 5 ounces. So they would bundle together up to 5 pounds, right? And or make a bigger box to Ground Advantage, or they would just make a new box at 5 pounds for Ground Advantage because that's my default. No, they charge you like $35 for shipping. So I have an email out to them because she should get a refund because I was able to put everything in a flat rate box. It's 5 ounces. If that's the case, I'll go back to my 1 to 3 ounce or 4 to 7 ounces actually, because that's about what they are a pair. But I was doing 5 ounces because that's the exact weight shipped. I just wasn't requiring it to be, and they're local to me. So I threw a whole bunch of extra stuff in her package because she's a good buyer for me and I never want it to mess up. But it's just like, why would it suddenly just do that? I've always had it 5 ounces on the socks. So obviously Whatnot has a glitch. I've heard other people say that. And then I had another glitch the other day where I did giveaways and I have it in my show that the giveaways are to be PWE. I have everything turned on correct. I literally check that shipping right before I go live just to make sure I have it set up at first class mail. I already know it's in the right category. And you know what the thing did? It gave them a ground advantage label, but it only charged me $1 or whatever. I didn't adjust it to eat one of my allowances. It just was really weird. Yeah. They should get a refund if it's that much money. You can use one of your adjustments because that's not your fault. But how many Wades did they buy? How many did it put in a box? Did it put each one in a box? Yeah, it's interesting. There's some, I think with Black Friday, there was a glitch, for sure. Welcome in, friends. Yeah, I'm just curious how many items were in the first box and then the second one. Well, the second one was the one item. And it would it not let you bundle them together? Yeah, something doesn't make sense there. I was able to bundle mine together without being charged or charging, but the buyer had already paid like $35 in shipping. But she didn't look, she was just buying. Oh, you have your weight set up for 50 in a box. So the first box was 27. They were all 1 to 3 ounces, right? Okay. I'll tell you why. Okay. I'll tell you why, because I'm going to look at this thing here. So, right? So 27 of them were 3 ounces, basically. That's 81 ounces. No, Whatnot did it correctly. If you have an item like I have right here, and it's 1 to 3 ounces, right? Okay. It's going to pick 3 ounces to ship. So you had a custom ship profile then. So or did you pick 0 to 1? Yeah, you had a custom ship profile. That messed up. Yep. So you put 52 a box at 1 ounce. Right. That's why I did it. Mm-hmm. But 27 were 1 ounce. So what did you pick? 0 to 1? Weight weighs more than 1 ounce. Yeah. Weight is over 1 ounce. I don't have any right now. I used to sell them all the time. But you did a flat rate, I'm guessing. Yep. Well, flat rate, you wouldn't even have to do a custom ship profile. So, because it would add them all up, you can, but it gets messed up. That's weird. What's up, Bonnie Insomniac? How are you doing, friend? Yeah, send me a screenshot if you can. I'll send it to the community host group and ask because I had the same issue and it's really weird with that. Yeah, even if you had the 1 ounce, it should have let you bundle them back together without going over the weight. But if you had it at 1 to 3 ounces, it would only let you do 27. Okay. But if you have 0 to 1, it should all fit in one box. But I think sometimes the custom ship profiles mess it up. Yep. Yeah, send it and I'll see. I mean, I'm not going to have an answer, but I'm just going to share it and then they'll do it. Black Friday was your first time doing a buyer's givey. Both purchase other items, so it bundled the givey. Yeah, sometimes that's nice when it happens and then you don't get charged for the shipping, right? Sometimes it charges you, but I've had it where they buy stuff and then it doesn't charge me for the shipping because they bought a 1 pound item it can bundle, which is it should, but usually it doesn't. Um, does Whatnot assign tracking numbers? No, they don't assign them. It's part of the system for USPS. Yeah. You couldn't figure out how to refund. You can't refund a buyer unless you have the customer service beta. And you can, oh, you mean rebundle. You just have to go in to the shipment and hit the pencil where it says edit. And then when the edit window comes up, there's check boxes next to the item and you choose bundle or unbundle. Yeah, and you can do it a few times without getting charged. Sometimes it's tricky and it'll charge you. It won't charge you money, it'll take your shipping adjustments. Yeah. I don't know if Whatnot's video actually shows how to do that because they want you to do it correctly and put the title, the description, the correct shipped weight. No, I never use the sheet. To be honest, the sheet is a scam. And you can't use it anymore. I don't think it works because they have this new scan system. The skeet, the skeet, I see you're good. The sheet doesn't actually like scan every single package. So if you have 50 packages and you have somebody from USPS scan the sheet, those packages on there, they're not going to get time stamped. They're going to get scanned and count when they're actually in the post office's central location, which could be a day or two later. Don't do that. I skip the sheet. You can kiss that sheet. Goodbye. Oh, I've been wondering about that. I see the thing. Are we going to get to keep that? Yeah, I hope so, because I love it. I think I'm glitching. Yeah, it doesn't count off as proof of drop off. Kiss your sheet goodbye. Yeah. Don't count on it. It's like using the kiosk. The kiosk doesn't count as the drop off. I'll tell you, recently I sold something to someone. It got misshuffled. It got scanned almost 2 days later, and I got dinged for 27 items. So I got my late shipping was 100%, and now it's like 94%. And one order had 27 items, so I got dinged. It's not the buyer's fault. It's not even my fault. It's the post office. I don't care. I've been listening to some of my friends tell me their shipping is like 50 and 60%. I think I'm doing okay at the 94%. But I like that 100 because I want 100% because I work hard enough to do that. But I could dispute it. I got the scan report from, oh, I got to do this today. USPS. It shows the actual time. Yeah, I don't know where I put it. It shows the actual correct scan. It just didn't scan in their system. I got an advanced scan is what it's called. And it shows like literally that I took it on time. So I just have to scan that and send it to Whatnot and they'll fix it. So I don't know where I put that sheet at now. Yeah. Yeah, you're at 99. Be glad you are. I see a lot of sellers who are like, "Oh, my shipping takes forever," and then they tell me they've got 40% on their account health. I'm like, "Why do you have 40%?" Because they're shipping late. So, and some people they don't get Premier Shop now. You know why? Because they can't stay over the 98%. Maybe they don't want it. I don't get why people use thermal printers. I think no, well, teach his own. I think the inkjet costs more money. Actually, thermal won't run when it's wet. That's right. Uncle Hashy knows it's true. My thermal printer, I tested it with my Epson, and my ink cartridges were pretty inexpensive. And I have a Lexmark black laser printer, no more, but that was really cheap, and I could put labels in there, and it was fantastic. But you know what? I like honestly, well, that's fine. It wasn't like that before, so it just to me, I pay a penny for my thermal labels. 1 penny. I don't know. It's just convenient. I don't have to cut out the paper or put two up or spend the time doing that. It just comes out, works for me. But if that works for you, that's awesome. Yeah, it works for you. But you got to tape that all down 100% or it's gonna bleed. Yep. I like the thermal labels. It's just easier. And granted, sometimes, right? Yeah, yours are 2 penny. Mine's a penny. I just bought 1,000 of them. Actually, I bought 4,000 of them, and I paid. Hold on, I'll tell you what I paid right now. Okay, and now I'm gonna do by 4,000. I think they're less than a penny. Actually, there are literally three of them for a penny because it's 0.0008. Yeah, so it's like I can get 4 or 5 of them for a penny or even more. Yeah, you get them on. Yeah, I know some people get them from. No, I get them from like a local supplier now. Super cheap. Same with the box. Yeah, and a lot of these thermal companies have apps. I think Nelco probably has. Is it Nelco? Who has Nelco? Has one of the best apps. It's actually a little funner with little you can make something in Canva and you can save it as a PDF and then put it out on there. Like I did my thermal labels. I did them a few years ago. They're just little 2 inch by 3 inch. They're mirrored, and I put them on any of the glass that I have. The thermal shock. What's up, movie poster? Yeah, and the point of the thermal label is when you have like 100 packages, it saves a lot of time. When I sold 383 items in one show, I was really glad I had a thermal. I had a Rollo. My Rollo is about 6 years old, and it still works awesome. So, yeah, and all this is it says caution thermal shock. When temperatures differ by 20 degrees, let box acclimate for up to 24 hours to avoid breakage or damage. Protect what's inside and enjoy your investment to avoid disappointment. Open box 24 hours after receipt. Caution thermal shock. Precaution, read before opening box. Well, that's fantastic for you. You watch a guy play Doom on his thermal printer? I need to know more about this. Is he printing like 10,000 labels? Yeah, it saves a lot of time. And I did print off a inkjet printer for 10 years. So I got to the point where I was like, this is not working anymore. Yeah, because I can literally print all my labels at one time. Once I've made all my edits, that's what I do. Um, yeah, it prints the screen. I figured. Is that on YouTube or what? Doom, remember that? Yeah. So, teach his own, but it is a tax write-off. So I look at my time. My time is everything. I don't have a lot of it these days. So I'm gonna look up the way to save as much time for when I have to do all these things. Yeah. But I love that it works for you. That's great. I just know that I use a lot of tape if I have to tape it up over it. Don't tape your thermal labels. Some boxes, like the Walmart boxes, the Rollo labels don't stick to the boxes. Because I know a lot of people buy that. I like it when I could recycle a box, I peel that label right off. Also, if you guys are recycling boxes, could you please rip off people's shipping labels? Stop, stop that. Stop taping over them with the shipping label. Because I can still see some people's addresses. So please don't do that. Please rip them off. Get a blow dryer and warm it up and then peel it right off. It comes right off. I know. I can't imagine either. But there are a lot of folks that use laser and they print it out and it's cheap and it's convenient. They're used to it and that works, you know. But I remember when thermal printers have been around a long time. I use Zebra ones. What's up, LVB? I didn't say hi to you. Hello, my friend. I hope you're doing good. Yeah. So we all have our little tools that we like, right? That help us. Yeah. I would like, honestly, the thermal printer would be my number one tool. Yep. Thermal and all I needed for whatnot, and all you need as a new seller is a phone that has a good camera on it, right? A good smartphone, a phone stand, a scale, and a thermal printer or a printer and a ruler. That's all you need on whatnot to start. That's it. You still need a stand. Yeah, I bought a stand. I've bought a ton of stands. I'm a stand. I like a lot of stands. Um, because a lot of them, like I use a gimbal now sometimes on my phone. You can't even tell. I use this one. This is, oh, I forgot I'm way zoomed in. I have like this. This one's okay. This was probably like 15 bucks. But my phone goes in an angle. This is plastic with a little rubber on it. Because the worst thing is when you're doing a show and you're moving your phone around because people they don't want to watch that. And then I have this one here, but I got my mic on it. This one's actually a pretty good one. I just got it. It was about 17 bucks. Um, I don't know. I have a real cheap one too. Actually, I have some for sale. I need to put them in the buy now. It's cheap, but it's lightweight. Um, yeah, they're cheap, like 10 bucks. Use a computer cam hanging on an arm. Okay. Packaging tape to close the box. Yeah, and tape besides packaging supplies. And then I just use a gimbal now. Yeah, I have a gimbal. Thank you to my friend. I bought it from on Whatnot. And if I want to scan, my phone will be MagSafe here, and I can just turn it on, and it will like literally center my phone how I want it. And then I can scan, and on the bottom, this pulls down, and I have a tripod. And you're looking like you can buy them for like $100 actually. Yeah, you can buy these for about 100. Best investment ever, especially if you're doing live thrifting. and it has a little tiny tripod on the bottom and the legs extend. So I can just go here. I forgot. Like I said, I'm super zoomed in. Hold on. And I'm set up for small items, not, but that's the legs. And then it just, you know, and then I can use this to zoom. Yeah, it's just an overachiever tool, pretty much. Right. Yeah. And you have to watch out the tripods. You have to watch out getting a super cheap one because if you have a big phone, it will tip over and fall. Yeah. So this thing is great. What's really cool is if my battery starts going dead on my phone, I can plug it into here and it's about a 12-hour battery on this thing. Yeah, that's really good. But it will drain it, so you can only charge it for a short while. Yeah, you find what tool works for you. You can buy it on the big A, and you don't like it, return it. Just make sure it doesn't have a 20% restocking fee. And everybody finds something they like better. Like the one I just bought that's like $20. It's like this. So it's plastic, which it says on there that it's metal, but it can go down pretty low. It can go down pretty low. But it's only like I could do a card, like, right? But I don't like that anymore. I like my new rig that I'm building. I don't even know where I moved it. Oh, it's down here. I like my new rig. Mounts to my desk. It has a light. It has this camera, which I use as a stream camera, but I bought a new camera, so I can switch to it in 2 seconds, and then it's really cool, actually. Yeah, but this is like an expensive camera, and this newer Magic Arm thing, yeah, this is a really good like action camera, right? So it's not meant to focus on the details of your little item. It's meant to see you skiing down a hillside and eating shit. Yeah, and capturing that. That's what that camera is made for. Hello, memes and things. How are you doing? That's what it's for. Yeah, it's ready. See, I have it all set up so I could do a cartwheel and everything on my live. Should I, Jen? Ready? Go. How are you doing, friend? What's going on? Yeah, I mean, but I bought this new camera thanks to Andy. Andy told me about this new camera. I forgot about it. And I was like, oh my gosh, that camera's so good. So, yes, happy Tuesday. I'm doing good. Thank you. How are you, memes and things? Yeah, but this arm here is great because you can put your phone mount way up here and have your phone point. Like I can switch my phone in 2 minutes. It comes with another mount. I have a lot of that stuff, but I put a lot of it away because I don't use those mounts really. Yeah, I don't use those kind of mounts. They are fun, but like this, honestly, this arm was about $25, I would say. I think it was about $25. That was yeah, because what's nice is it has these kind of tools on it. And I've been using this one for I don't know, but I don't really show it. I've been using it for I don't know, a couple of years on my stream. And then I have the same kind of thing up on top here. It blocks it. We need to fix your phone. Yeah. Yeah, you need to fix your phone, Jen. Come on. Just kidding. When I type it, it corrects me too. So, damn technology. Too much tech sometimes. But don't think you have to have all the things. But that I like because I can put my phone on it. Unfortunately, I don't know where I put that mount. I don't like those mounts because they're plastic. I like these kind of mounts, and this is what I'll use because it's not going to break. It's this, so I can put my phone in it. Actually, I'll show you now, and I can mount it right to the top of that. I think this goes this way, but you have to watch out because you can get hurt. I do use a stream deck, so I put this in my phone, but you have to watch out. There's this little lock on it. You got to make sure it's on all the way and lock it. If you don't lock it, this thing will slip and it will pinch and hurt. So now I have my phone and I could turn this into a camera in my OBS. But if I have it mounted on the desk, it's a great lens. Sometimes the cameras are better. And then I just plug right into my phone. I just plug right into my phone. And then on the Magic Arm, I can put this right down on the item. And it's incredible. It's incredible. It's better than that little camera. I do know from experience, Jen. Oh my gosh, that thing hurts. I actually had my whole finger turn black from it. Yeah, because it slipped and it pinched me. Ugh. Yeah, it hurt. I did on my live. It was really hard not to curse. It hurt. But it's you learn. Everything has a learning curve, and I just have learned that if I have to unlock it and pull while I'm doing it. If I have my case on it, it's chances of me snapping on it is very high. But if I'm careful and I take my time and just make sure I don't put it on where my buttons are, I'm good. Oh, I did. I did. I was like, oh, yeah. Yeah. Because otherwise it'd be like, and then someone always got to talk to you. Are you okay? Get away from me. Get away. Let me have a minute. Just let me breathe. I do use a stream deck. Um, I had some learning curves with it, but I use the 15 button one. You don't need it. You don't need it. There's other options. When I bought it, it was like $150. It's the best thing ever because I mean, I can, if I get a raid, I can program that button. I have this whatnot thing, but what happened to it? I put in some new buttons you got to program every now and then. If you don't keep your files in the same right place, you have to go in and like program it. So let's see where this whatnot one is. Oh, whatnot. Okay, it's down there. So I have this new button. Yeah, some of the tech talk is too much. Yeah. I've always said it's for overachievers, but it's a fun thing to add to your stream. You just have to have the right equipment, computer. That's it. You have to have a good computer and a good internet that's wired in, not wireless. Because I'm never I'm never wireless. I'm always wired in, and then your computer is just set up and charged or charging all the time. Yeah, because you want to do Uncle Heshy, you want to do OBS, right? And someone to set it all up. I've done one-on-ones to set people up with OBS. Some people use it, some people haven't used it. It's not that hard to set it up. It really isn't. If you just follow the steps, it's free software. But again, you have to have the computer. And some people don't want to deal with all that. They just want to sell, and that's where people just need their phone. Yeah, you could get into it and try it. I started experimenting with it, and I used it before to like do gaming. And I was like, oh, I wonder if I could do that with my whatnot. Maybe I'll try it. And now I don't want to do it any other way but whatnot because I can take on my computer and I can make the font huge. I can see the chat like my whole screen. I don't need to look at myself. I can see the chat. On my phone, I'm like, shit, what does that say? I can't read it. I've got those eyes. Yep. Oh, you have to study. You got quick change in templates. Yeah, right now I'm making new graphics that have my thrift shop trading characters for my cards. So I'm trying to do that. And then Whatnot made a whole bunch of like graphics, so I'm using those on some of my things. I like to change it up every now and then. You're a slow learner. That's okay. Yeah, that's okay. Um, you just figure out what works for you best. And mine fails all the time. Just press the button. Thriftworks made that one. Or if I have flash sales, I think Thriftworks made that one too. Yeah, our friend Darren. And then I have a shop button, but I think sometimes there's glitches in like OBS. When I get tipped, Danny DeVito comes out and it's payday, right? Just fun stuff. People love this. Um, or just thank you. Yeah, isn't he funny? But my whatnot one that I just made isn't showing. I don't know why. I probably moved it because it's a lot of files. You have to like have some kind of organizing. I have so many cameras in there, but you just got to play around with it. Just like my scroll, it's usually different pink and teal and stuff. No, there's a lot of people that probably use gaming PCs. Yep. Yeah, you went to Bugstream, right? Yeah, there's a lot of people. I don't know. There's a lot of people that still use gaming PCs though. Yeah, and you don't necessarily need to have like the latest gaming PC or Mac. I mean, I'm on the same page as Bug. I'm like, if you're not a computer person and you want to get something that you could dedicate for OBS, I highly recommend a Mac Mini, the M4. It's like $500, and you can still use the computer with like any kind of monitor or TV screen. Yeah. So you don't need that, but obviously when you have uh the any of the M series for Mac, they're like really good. That's what mine is. I have an M3 Pro. I think it's a Pro Max. You're saving for it. Yeah. It's worth it, but like the one that's $500, I recommend getting a little more memory for RAM, because I think they come with 8 GB. I'd get 16 GB because they can handle a little bit more. But the silicon processor is really good. But some people are like, I hate Mac. That's fine. You don't have to have it. I'm just like, for people that are not computer savvy, it's very simple. It's almost plug and play, really. You can stream with OBS on your phone or an iPad, but I mean, not your phone, an iPad, but I don't think it's a good idea. Oh, do you? Okay. A PC, yeah. Yeah, Chromebooks don't work. You can do it though. But you have to go in and alter a bunch of stuff. And the beautiful thing of um, obsproject.com, there's a forum, there's a whole message board. So if you're stuck troubleshooting, there's so many people on there that will help you. They're wonderful. Oh, okay. Is that Sony Vio? Is that what you're writing? Yeah. I've been on Mac for a long time. I'm probably not going to get a gaming PC, even though we have them in our house. I tried doing OBS on it. It's okay for gaming. Like, it's fine. Smorgasbord, what's up, boy? How are you doing? What's going on? I haven't seen you in a minute. We're just having a tech chat. But you don't need to have OBS, but it's kind of cool. A lot of people that do cards have it, because one camera like this is split. They have the top, and then they're over here with their Pokemon going, showing you. Oh, look, we're gonna get that. And you rip or ship or do whatever you want to do. Yeah, I had some packs I just opened up the other day. Yeah, it is a great format. I really like Kumiho. I love how her card stream is. I also love Bug's stream. If you guys haven't been, he uses a monitor and he showed it. You can rewatch it, because I think that chat is gonna be on Whatnot Seller. Actually on their YouTube channel. He has an awesome setup. Yeah, I love listening to her. She's very entertaining, very fun, very like comical, and I would like to see her show behind the scenes. But she has her phone on her cards, I believe, and then she has a camera on her, probably a DSLR, because the quality is impeccable. She's probably using like a Sony with most likely she's probably using like a 16 millimeter, because hers is really nice. Andy Sometta has a great setup. He's also really techy, and he knows a few things. Um, yeah, go check out his. He doesn't really do like talk shows like that, but I'm sure if you asked a question, he'd answer it. He also can set it up for you remotely. Yep, he does a remote setup. He had, I think recently he just did Cap City Plants. Yep. Yeah, he's really good. He's local to me. I haven't met him yet, but he has a really nice. His cameras thing is awesome. I always ask him. I'm like, can I see that? He doesn't use a Stream Deck. He uses like an old iPad, and an app with that. Because there's things you can use, but you got to pay for some. You have never met him? I mean, I don't recommend it to everybody. I haven't met Corporate Goth. I hope we meet. We're gonna all meet up. We have to figure out what works. Yeah, she's a fibber. You're busted. You've seen him too much. He's like your little brother. I feel like he is like a little brother. I love Andy. He's good. We'll meet him. We'll meet him, and Trish. We won't forget about Trish. And then one of us will get the dog. Okay. I know you call me your big little brother. I love that. You're so impressed by you guys. I have no clue all about all the tech, but I love coming to your Andy Sarah streams. Thank you, memes and things. You haven't met anyone from Whatnot yet? I've met I've met a couple of people. I met like about, I don't know, 10 or so. I met Michelle's Deals. I met Hoda the Mo, Cherry Bomb, Hodge. I met Moon Sky Vintage was the first person I met on Whatnot. Yeah. And then I met a whole bunch of other people. I met the Leafy Eclectic, Molly. I've met Sunshine and Lollipops, D. And I've met, we hung out. Yeah. And a few other. You felt awkward. I haven't gone to like an official, like, Whatnot meetup, but I kind of want to have one next year. I can't do anything probably until the summer. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm looking though, because I'm looking at that. You met too many people. I mean, I think it's kind of cool, you know? Yeah. Eventually I'm gonna meet Corporate Goth, Andy. I'll meet Brooke. Brooke said she was gonna come to the LA meetup when I have it. I know, wouldn't that be fun? Yeah, to meet her. She said she would go. But it all depends. Like, because Whatnot doesn't pay for the meetup. It's all of us basically meeting up. I mean, they give you like some kind of allotment, like an allowance. But sometimes, like, I'm in California, it's more expensive, like, to get a place, and sometimes they'll pay for snacks and stuff. So I have an idea, and I gotta ask them about it. Yeah, like, hey, Whatnot, can we just use your warehouse? Right? It wasn't that great. Mm. Oh yeah, you met Tammy. Oh no, you went to the meetup. Smorgasburg, wasn't there a Texas meetup? There's been a couple, like next Saturday, there's a meetup in Miami, and not anybody could go to it. It's for sellers, and you get invited on the list. I got invited because some of the sellers sent me the email. But I have a commitment already that Saturday. Can't Avery and Poshman hook you up? I haven't asked them anything. Yeah, I don't want to get them in trouble. No, they haven't. They don't. You can't. Yeah. You're in Missouri and haven't met anyone yet. Yeah, there's meetups. They're gonna happen all the time here and there. But I think it's for sellers who get invited. Um, until they one day have their own, like, how they have that Posh Fest. It's very expensive to actually have an event like that. But one day Whatnot might have one. Maybe they won't. Maybe they'll just have small meetups because of the different communities. You need a camper. I know, that's a good idea. You met another Whatnot diecast seller at your Walmart? That's so cool. Oh, I did meet somebody at the grocery store who lives by me who sells comic books on Whatnot, because he had a shirt. And I said, "Hey, are you a Whatnot seller?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I met him for a couple of minutes. Yeah, he was nice. I've only been to a handful of his shows. Yeah. From Yahoo Chat. You're old school. You are. Yahoo Chat. That's the thing yeah, AOL chat rooms. But Yahoo Chat is the OG. The OG. You're planning on making shirts? What kind of shirt? A friend from Australia came and stayed for 10 days. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. One day there will be that kind of meetup. Yep. There's a lot of people I'd love to meet on the app. Oh, of your logo. That's cool. Yeah. Yeah. People have their own merch. They sell it. I mean, I think it's cool. You just can't sell Whatnot logo on your merch. Yeah. You're not allowed to do that. It's their trademark. You have to get permission, but I don't think they're licensing anybody their logo. They have really specific rules in their marketing piece. Yep. It looks like you can because of what they write, but people have to read it a little bit better. A card trade meetup is so awesome. Yep. Just your logo and a QR code. Do it. Do it. Hello, Simply Damaris. How are you doing? Welcome in. One of my childhood best friends, that was her name, Damaris. Yeah. I looked at your picture. I was like, that you? Yeah. Missy D, what's up? How are you doing? Yeah, driving to work. Yeah, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're just hanging out. We're having a friendly chat, talking about a whole lot of nothing but something. Yeah. The trading card is the most brilliant thing ever that Thriftworks could have came up with for all of us. He created a microeconomy here and Whatnot. Sells us a card for a certain amount, and we turn around and sell it and make a profit. But like for me, I buy everybody else's cards. I still have a ton to buy, but I've spent a ton of money on cards. but I'm not buying any. I'm trying not to buy any in December, but I have been buying them. Yeah. So I would love the meetup, but I think there's so many of us spread out. That gets spent expensive, especially if you gotta fly. Especially if you gotta fly. But my cards, I was just going through them the other night. I'm down to like less than 20 a card now, except for my third card. Yeah. I'm gonna run some in this stream. Have you guys ever seen my cards? I'm literally down to, I mean, even my first card's really less. I think I have like 10 left of it that are numbered. Let's see. Why don't you guys share your shows? We haven't done that yet for the stream, and this is really what it's about, is networking and connecting. Oh, maybe I have. Oh, I have really less than I thought. Wow. I have 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards left for my first card. No way. I mean, I have some giveaway ones, but they're different. They're not numbered. So those are going to turn into art cards. And then on my second card, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, because I numbered them all. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I have 17 left. And then this is Darren's card because I sent him one and it got damaged. Yeah, make sure you guys share your shows. Yeah. And then my next batch, I have a fair amount. I actually have, because I went and numbered them all. So this is, oh, I don't have that light on. Yeah. So this is my number 3 card, the archivist. I love to collect doll heads, any kind, usually broken, but all the bisque dolls. So that is card number 3. This one's just D archivist. This is card number 2, D after dark. Going back into the doll heads. So this is from version 1. This is card number 55. Technically this is I kind of goofed up. It was an accident. So this is a super rare. So there's only supposed to be 50. But because Darren's printer prints an overage, because that's how it works in printing, I got like, I don't know, 75 or 80 cards. So I numbered them to 75. So I think I had 3 or 4 that I gave away. So these are actually 75, but it should be 50. All the future ones are 50. And so I only have like 17 of those left. And then my very first card, which I just read, what I say, I had 9 left, 9 numbered, and they're all 100 of this one. So I sold them out of order. Yeah, so this is the first card, and I used to have a lot more bright pink in my hair. But that's my first card, so I'm actually gonna add it in and I'm gonna run it. I gotta bring it down here a little bit because this light is set up for a different scene. Yeah, I have it set up for, because I was using the other camera, I forgot. So let me bring that in. Yeah, so what I did is, this one's a little different. So the back logo has their thrift shop logo bigger, and then this with the website on it. He's changed them enough. All the new sellers here. Yeah, follow everybody, go bookmark them, check them out. Make sure that like when someone says to share your show, you have scheduled shows, even if they're not like going to happen right away, because you can always change it and you get those bookmarks. You never know who's going to pop in your show for bookmarks. Yeah. I don't even know if I have them listed again. Let's take a peek. Because I pop them in and out. Now that and they're only going to be available in this show. I'm not going to run them in other shows. But I don't even know if they're listed in here. They should be. Because I think I ran out. All right, I'll just create it right now. Look at all the shows you guys are having. I have a show every day. So bookmark it. The times are usually at 11:23 p.m. You're probably always sleeping, but you never know. Sometimes I'm on till like 3, 4 in the morning Pacific time. Yep, I'm on pretty late. So let me just add this in. I got to make sure I have it in Kickstarter cards, and then I have it in, and then we'll put, and this is D. And this is actually going to be for card number, I don't know what number this one is. They're kind of random right now because I grabbed out 59 out of 100. I used to put them in the buy it now, but recently I just kind of change it when I get down to under 20 of them. Yeah, Missy D, I always appreciate when you raid over here. She does. She always raids. So let me put the right weight. These end up being, let's see. Why is what not showing me all these profiles that are not my profiles? I just want a regular, good old 1 to 3 ounce profile because of the way they're packaged. Okay, and let me just take a quick picture of it. Look at all the shows. You guys got a lot of shows going on. I love it. This is why it's good, actually, to make sure you have your stuff loaded ahead of time, like in an auction tab. What is going on? Oh, hold on. Something's going on with my account. Okay, we're good now. That was weird. 1 year anniversary already? Yeah, then D brings the friends into the D stream. I appreciate that. Okay, let's see. And I haven't been on super, super, super late. You're welcome. You guys, that's what these chat shows are about. I don't mind if you share your show in here. I like to do it when I offer it because then if people have questions, it gets buried. Yeah, it gets buried in the chat. So I always just say that. In my selling shows, I mean, that's not really when it's time to promote yourself. There's just a time and place, but I don't mind in my chat if I'm having a chat show. You know what I mean? Okay, let me go. I got draft and I'm gonna take a picture real quick. Take a one. Series. Tara Ray, my gorgeous friend, how are you doing? Let me just make sure this is the original with pink hair. I have to write that in there, even though there's a picture. And condition is it's new. It's not graded or anything. And what I'll do is I'll create more than one. I'll run about 4 of them of these today. And then after that, they'll be available next week. That'll be it. Once these cards are done and gone, I'm not going to have any more. Yeah, they will be gone. And then I have a couple other ones. So I'm going to run this as card number 59. So let me just go to the auction tab real quick. Yeah, isn't it crazy how fast a year goes? Reggie, it's wild. So you're 1 year. Wow. Tara, how are you doing? Okay, I'm going to run this one. And I run them. They're $10. I start them at. I do 10 seconds. I don't do sudden death or any of that. Minions, I love them. Okay, it's running right now. I'm doing pretty good. And that'll be the card you'll get. I think my lens is dirty. 59. It has a penny sleeve on it. Uncle Heshi, thank you so much for your purchase. That one is coming to you. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, they're really fun. I'll run another one of those. So the next one, I'm going to edit the listing. This is number 68. 68. It's a lot of fun. So I'm going to put the number on it so I know. I have kept a few cards. I've kept card number 1, card number 69, and card number 100 or card number 75. I'll run those later on. Some people are collecting those, so I just set them aside. Okay, this is going to be card number 68 out of 100. So I'm going to go ahead and run that one right now. And that's running right now, $10 on the start. And there it is. Yeah. So these cards will not be printed again. Some people are collecting the whole series. You got 2 seconds left. Memes and things, that's coming to you. Thank you so much for your purchase. I appreciate your business. I know. On Black Friday, I was selling the bundles. And then when I realized how many cards, I was like, oh, I can't run those anymore because I'm literally down to what I say, 7, 9 of them. All right, here's a hot one, number 66. You're welcome. Thank you very much, you guys. I appreciate you. Let me just go on and edit it so that when the labels flip pick runs, it will have the correct number to go with it, and I don't have to label anything. Okay, I said I would run 4, so I'm going to run number 66, and they're going to be in like a random number order. So number 66 is running right now if you want to get it. It is right there running for you. And like I said, I won't be able to print this again, so you probably find it in the Whatnot Marketplace if someone sells it. Thank you, Bird Theory. I appreciate you for your business. You're going to get number 66 out of 100. And so all the 60s I wrote in red ink. Why? I don't know. I just did. Yeah. Okay. And number 67. You're welcome. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I can run my middle card. I just didn't list it in there. Let me just edit this to be number 67. And then, not bad when you have them in there. Okay, there's card number 67. This will be the last one I run for the day for this limited edition yellow thrift shop trading. Who got that one? Dazzle Depot, thank you so much. That's coming to you. I appreciate you. You got number 67. Okay. Do you guys want me to run the other one? I think I'm on 64 on that. Yes? Okay. So that one, I'll start with number 64. Let me just clone it real quick in here so I can duplicate it. And then I'll just take a quick picture of it actually, because it should be in I kept it in my inventory. The cards are a lot of fun. If you guys haven't got one, definitely get one. 6-7. Who got that? Now you got the 6-7 card. That would have been a funny thing to draw 6-7 all over it. I have actually gone in and when I did some giveaway cards, I actually did that. I wrote all over it funny stuff. Like I just won this in a giveaway. People were cracking up. Okay. So the ones that purchased those cards, your picture's not going to match it, but you're going to get whatever number it is, okay? So, let me put this one in and this one I will also run 4 cards. Okay? And then I'll add my last one in. So I already have that one in. The picture should populate. But this is going to be 64 out of 75. I just got to edit that really quick. And this is also down to like the last, I think, 20. And I wasn't even selling them all the time, actually. Okay, this is 64 to 75. So this one's running right now. And this is for the second card, D After Dark. Okay. This is the little Insomniac child with the pink hair. She's a little creepy, but she's a little fun. Uncle Cashy, thank you so much. I appreciate you. You got number 64. That's coming to you. Either people get creeped out or they're like, oh, I got to have them all. Okay. Are we ready? So this got number 65. Yeah. And I was getting, right? Yeah. 65. I was getting the glare because of the plastic on there. Let me just edit real quick. Put number 65 in there. 6-7 was good. I didn't even think about that. Okay, what did I say? 65. Okay, got to look at it a couple of times. So this one's going to run now, and you'll get this one card number 65 out of 75. And this I will run. I said 4 of them, so I think I'm down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Yeah, 12. Hey, Bird Theory, thank you so much. I appreciate that. You got number 65. And they'll go in a penny sleeve. If you happen to buy a couple cards and they bundle together and they're over 20, they're going to go ground advantage and they'll be in a box actually when you buy the cards. I always try to box them if they go over that weight. Okay, so let's see. I have 2 more. I'm going to run. This is number 62. And so I'll run that one right now. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Hold on a minute. I got to see something real quick. Yeah, okay. I was reading it. All right, there we go. Thank you. I appreciate you. And then this is another D After Dark. It's running right now. This is card number 62 out of 75. Her shirt says Insomniac Club. So I have 2 of those in there. If anybody wants me to rerun them, I will. Let me go in and I want to go ahead and edit one more listing for the new card. This is going to be, wait, where did I put it? Oh, I pulled it right here. Here we go. So this is card 26 out of 100. And that's my last card, actually. I'm going to probably get some more later made from Thriftworks. Let me just add that one in. But these, again, they're only going to be available in this show. I'm not going to run them anywhere else. They're not going to be in Marketplace anymore. So let me add that number. This is going to be actually card number 3. Baby Jarhead. And then I said this is going to be what, number 26 out of 100. And this is going to be version 2. So this is my card number 5A. Am I going to go down the alphabet? I don't know yet. I don't know yet. I might. I might. I don't know. I might. Some people are doing it. The art series is very cool. If you guys don't know about thrift shop trading cards, go visit our friend Thriftworks. Let me tag him. Oh, why not? It's real glitched right now. I can't do any pinning. Huh. And this is our friend Thriftworks. You guys can give him a follow. Okay, let me just go to this active tab, and I could edit right here. How many cards have you bought? You bought a lot of cards yet, you guys? I have over 125. I think I have 135 now cards I bought of other people's. So all the cards I buy here, I use that money and I buy other cards to support the other sellers. And eventually I'll have all the cards in the set. There's a couple that I think I missed that they're not going to have them anymore. Yeah, it's fun. Okay, let me just change the picture. Yeah, and I'm a card collector. I collected for years and years and years. So I love sports cards and the like. Okay, let me take a picture of this one and then I'm gonna run it, and I'll run 4 of these. Again, the picture is an example, okay? What's up, Katie? How you doing? The picture is an example, so you will get it, but it'll have a different number on it. Okay? All right, let me run that after I refresh real quick. Yeah, absolutely. It's such a cool way, and it's literally so much fun. Okay, let me just edit the card number 26500. It's actually already set up. And I'm going to go ahead and run that. This is for 26 out of 100. So I use paint pens on mine. I use paint pens on mine. That way they don't rub off or wear off. In the early days, I was using Thriftworks. What's up? So this baby Jarhead is running. This is my card number 3. This is number 26 out of 100. Designed and conceptually designed between me and the Thriftworks USA. Yeah, definitely give them a follow. Go to a show if you want to get your own card. It's definitely a great marketing piece. Uncle Heshi, thank you so much for your purchase. What's up, Thriftworks USA? Thank you so much. You got 26 out of 100, and I'm going to run another one. Yeah, I signed mine in advance because, just getting them ready for you guys. Okay, this is going to be number 27 out of 100. And I'll run that one right now. Oh, I got to change I always change the numbers. Yeah, thank you so much. Yes, thank you, Darren. The cards are awesome. I've seen people like make merch with their graphics. Yeah. Let's say 27. I've seen people make some cool stuff, cups and different things, and I'm like, oh, they went all the way. All right, this is 27 of 100. It's running right now. Melinda's time capsule looks like she might be taking that one. And thank you so much. You got that. Number 27 out of 100. There you go, KT Finds. I'm doing good, KT. Thank you. You just ate your weight in meatballs? You ate some balls, Darren? I love it. What's up, Seven Bridges? Hello. You're doing well? Yeah, it was a nice time to get together and break bread with the family. It was a different one for me this year, but it was good. 28, right? 28. So we're gonna run 28. I got 2 more I'll run. Thank you so much for your purchases, you guys. They will go out today. And so this is number 28 out of 100. And this is the baby jar head. The actual jar head is up on my shelf. The bird theory is like, I'm getting that one. Big balls, not red chatted. Thank you so much for your purchase. The cards are fun. So the back of these have this space. I was going to design like a sticker. I also have my own sticker I'm going to give each person that buys them. I ran out, but I just got the new ones. You got that number 28 of 100. I will be that red chatted. That red chatted. That's funny, huh? Whatnot loves big balls. Yeah. Maybe they do. I love big balls. I love that song. I love that song. Yeah. I love it. I okay, 29. 29. This is the last one for today. Yeah. And we're gonna go ahead and start. I could run a couple of these because I have the 100. Okay, this one's running. It's just the first two I'm doing for. Love is red chatted, huh? So the last one, 29 out of 100 is running with a few seconds left. No big deal. Yeah, that's funny. Thank you, you guys. You love selling vintage. I love jewelry that has the balls have texture on them. There's something about the like some of the turquoise stuff. It has that natural texture to it. And don't get dirty. I don't mean anything bad by it. Yeah. Um, yeah, textured. I do. I love that. I love texture anything, actually. I'm a texture person. Thriftworks, by the way, I have your card. Remember you got number 12 out of 75. It was damaged. I do have that. I need to send it to you. Can you send me your address? For some reason, I don't have it. Yeah, I did set one aside and mark one for you. I'm going to run one more of these because I know a couple of people might be interested. I'm going to run, I already sold 6, 7. So this one is going to be, oh, and I'm waiting for someone to ring my doorbell right now. So they might be coming to my door. I hope so. I'm waiting for this package. Okay. This is going to be the second card I got. This is number 55 in the version 1 series. So I hope they come here. Yeah, they're here right now. They're sending me the thing. So I'm going to have to answer the door. Ding, ding dong. So that one's running. I'll be right back. I have to get this. Minute. There's some. Thanks, you guys. All right, who got that card? And that was the package. They said I was a problem account. Just kidding. It's because the guy said they do it sometimes if you had a package delivered and it got stolen. I was collecting a package. Thank you so much. Memes and things. That one's coming to you. Thank you, thank you. And I'll run one more of those. Number 70. These are almost gone too. I think I have 10 left. I don't know which one was my favorite either. Let me just edit. This will be number 70. No, I don't have 5 left. There's a little bit more of these. And that one's going to run right now. Number 70 out of 75. The jar is pretty good, huh? Yeah, I love it. Okay, here we go. So that one's running right now. These are thrift shop trading cards. So Thriftworks, our friend who's modded right there, designed these. You can go to thriftworks.com. Wait, what's the website now? Hello. That's Thriftworks. You want to do a feet pick one? You could, but I will tell you something. I will tell you something. Okay, so there was a seller that drew drew funny feet. And they actually got a notification that they couldn't have that listing anymore. So make sure, because it's kind of weird. I would check with Whatnot. Yeah, you can't really sell feet pics on here. I think they want to, they don't want to attract the wrong seller. And I think that's why. Yeah. And I know you would do it funny. Excuse me. Yeah, I know you would do it funny. Because I have an idea I want to do, but I am going to send it to Trust and Safety to make sure it doesn't get flagged. It's an OG thing. I'm going into handmade a little bit, and my idea is pretty cool, and I don't think anybody's doing it. So I started making them like last year or the year before, and I set it aside, but it's really cool. Calamar, did you get that one? Thank you so much. Wait, it shows Calamar is winning, but it's stuck. Oh, you pre-bid because I have one left. Okay, which one did you did on the one I just ran? Okay, you came in after. No problem. Okay, let me go ahead. Thank you for your pre-bid. I'm gonna run it right now. Yeah, because I saw your name pop up and I was like, okay. So I'm gonna run this one. Thank you for your bid. I appreciate you. It's running right now. This is the last one of these that I will run today. And then I'm down to maybe if 9, 10 cards, if that, on this particular one. Thank you so much for your purchase. I appreciate it. You got number 70 out of 75. These go in a penny sleeve if you happen to buy $20 or more because of the product. Actually, if you buy a second one, it automatically updates. So let's look real quick at the shipping labels on shipments, and I'll tell you to see if everybody's got ground. Okay, so the people that bought, yeah, the people that bought actually 2 cards, it made a ground advantage tracking. So those go in a box. The other ones will be plain white envelope. And there's no pressure to buy anything else. It's just that they don't have a tracking number. Because otherwise you would pay like $4 or $5 for the one card. I'm gonna run, and I have the third one if anybody wanted it. I love the magnetic hard case. They're nice, but I use these penny sleeves. I actually had Amazing Connection hook me up with these. These are Whatnot top loaders. And they have a QR code that takes you to Whatnot. But I'm gonna put my QR code over that. Yeah. Yeah. Thriftworks cards are awesome. I'm not gonna do a show and tell, because this is a Whatnot chat show. But I'll just show you. I'll tease you guys. I'll tease you guys and show you how many I bought a lot. Actually, I just got more here that I haven't actually put them in a case. But these are just some. Oh, I just got yours. Thank you, Darren, by the way. Yeah. Oh, we need TW. I know, Sam Dog. I saw that yesterday, right? So I just got Darren. Darren, I will be buying more packs, but I just got this because this card, it was really a funny thing how this came about. Darren had been working on these cards and not telling us. And I wrote him and said, we need a boobs red chat card. He's like, funny thing you mentioned that. And how would you do it? And then he sent me it. He sent me a picture of it. Remember? So I just got that one. I got his number 1 in series 2. This is the boyfriend. Yeah. The community boosters, that's what that came from. And then I just got his number 1 from the very first version. It's got a lot of reflection because it's in a top loader. I keep them in top loaders. And then I bought a couple of the Waddies, which are super cute. It's his own version of Waddy. And they have that same, but I have a lot. This is just part of a stack. Part of a stack. Only 2 left of that. I should go. Oh, and I have some of the Whatnot people. When you meet Kenny, Darren, listen, bump into him and like grab a couple out of his pocket for me. I have Craig. You had to buy cookies to get his, and he put them free in his box. Yeah, I got to meet Kenny. I know I will meet Kenny. Like, I look forward to that. Um, I really love Leslie's card, and Leslie has some cards. Yeah, I need to start collecting more of hers. I just have been budgeting, so I have money set aside, but I want to kind of buy the community. I want to buy the community packs, a whole bunch of them, and then I want to do a rip or ship with them and rip them open, and then any dupes I want to sell them. I think that would be like fun to do one night. But I have a ton. I think I have about 100 and I think I have 135 cards, but I have about 20 in the mail coming to me. Here's Bonnie Brickle's card. She's number 22, and I have card number 3 and 4 I got from her. If you search thrift shop trading, the cards will come up in the marketplace, and then you could buy people's cards. I think there's one card I didn't get. Oh, I need to have Darren sign that one when I meet him one day. I know I will. You'd like to get a bunch of them? Yeah. I mean, you could get the cards, and then if you get dupes, you could just sell them. Have a show and sell them because people are going to start collecting those too. I'm trying to be good. I only bought one booster pack, but I really was almost going to buy the 10. But I didn't because I want to finish collecting first. I'm staying focused on at least version 1. Version 2, there's going to be so many cards, and by the time you buy them all, you're looking at like a couple of grand because everybody's selling their cards for like, $10, $6. A lot of people, some people have their cards like 25, 35, $40 because they're limited edition. There's a couple that are like $250 because there's only one of them. And if you're into it, these are awesome. I think Retro Lucky Ducks and myself probably have the largest collections on Whatnot. I think we both have the largest. That's just one little stack. I have like 10 stacks like that. This is one of my favorite cards actually from version 2. I think her card came out spectacular and it's nailed. It's her 100%. So she sells her card. I forget what it was, but then you pay $10 for the autograph because she signs stuff. She has a whole fan base. But I had no problem with that. Yeah, we are super fans. I anything Darren does, I love. I think it's awesome. I'll just pull out some and show you guys. Philly Flipper has a cool card. His dog Sky. I got his card. She is a real one. I love her shows. She's just down to earth. Yeah, I love popping in there. I wish I could catch her more, but she's on when I'm on. So yeah, she even got me to buy packs of her cards, and I'm a card collector. So now I'm collecting, the waifu cards. I haven't gotten retro Lucky Ducks. I have George, gorgeous George. I have her card and her dogs, Pedro and Pascal. I have Murphy's Coffee. I have almost all of the number ones except the Whatnot people. I need to get Casey's. Um, oh, I forgot this whole other stack here. And a lot of them are loose cards in between. So I have 3 stacks like this. It's about 125 cards. And like I said, I still got to get Shop Happy's card. It is fun to see the original, and you've transformed it so much. Um, I think my first version 2 card, no, my first version 2 card, I was thinking it was you, but I think Athena Cat Antiques was one of my first version 2 cards, I think. Michelle's deals, but this is the hot card. This is going to be the hottest card, I think. Sorry guys, but it is. The scarcity of this one because she only sells it during her chat shows once a week and she only sells 2 at a time. And do you see what number that is? Number 10. Okay? Number 10. Obviously I'm a big Live in Bliss fan. She's my Whatnot BFF. I also just bought her number 10 in her second Ninja shipping card. So now I have both number 10s and I will be buying more of them. Um, all the cards are just cool. It's crazy though. I don't know whose card it was, but it looks like Kim the Red Rooster. Is that Veeb's card and Kim? They look similar. And I don't think I've seen I no, I've seen Veeb's. I've been to her stream. Yeah. Oh, here's my favorite card though. Who wrote the best message to me ever? Okay. Faded Flamingo. Okay. Buckety buckety on her shirt. You ready? Don't get offended because I just said a bad word. Okay. Look at that message. What's up, Erica? How are you? Yeah, of course you were you lurking? Yeah. That's how she that's my love language really. Secretly, that's my love language. Yeah. When you talk to me like that. Yeah, I have 2 of her cards. I have 2 of her cards. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, see? And I'm gonna make that shirt. I started designing it, and I have my little tiny, um, my heat whatever the hell that thing's called, you know, to do the shirt instead of the big press. Yeah, so when I went to Kumio's thing, she got me sucked in to buy these cards. I actually love these cards. They're so beautiful. They're really gorgeous cards. I don't even know anything about these. But some of them are very risque and I love them. Yeah, I didn't get any bangers. I think I just got like 4 or 5 like these. They're girly cards. Peacock, hello, how are you? Hi Renee, how are you doing? They're just fun. So now I have a new thing to collect. But some of those cards can be some bangers. Anyway, that's my favorite message on the card. Yeah. And I think one of them I didn't get. I need to reach out to the person because they went PWE, but I haven't gotten it. Yeah. But the cards are fun. Thank you guys for buying them. I was only running the ones, but if anybody wanted the third one, the jar head, then I can run it. If I make a shirt, we'll buy one. I'll just make it for you. You could pay for the whatever the thing is. Yeah. Because I do it with the not vinyl, but the t-shirt iron-on transfer thing. Yeah, because that you know who makes shirts? If you guys want to get your own merch, you should talk to okay. You should talk to Andy Someta because he does make shirts. And he has I think he has the machines and everything. I mean, I haven't seen a sample or anything, but I would imagine it's really good quality. Yeah, let me see what card number is ready in the jar. 29, I think we're at, right? Yeah. So let me just go in here and edit to run that one real quick. You just had 3,000 4x6 greeting cards made. Are we branching off into greeting cards? Wait, do you have a connection for greeting cards? Darren. Okay, I'm gonna message you because I have a question. Yeah, just packing. So you're doing the 4x6. Yeah, that go in the top of the box. Are you getting the semi-rigid PWE envelopes? Okay, I'm gonna run this one. This is card number 29 out of 100. I'm actually gonna order my own with my logo on it. Yep. Okay, this one's running right now. This is card number 29 out of 100. This is the baby head in a jar. Or just safer for PWE, right? Calamar 24, thank you so much for your purchase. You got number 29 out of 100. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, the cards are so much fun. I really enjoyed it. Like when he first was doing it, I became card number 5 because that's it. Darren was picking like in the beginning. Thank you. Picking like what order you were in the collection and by how he met you. So he met Hodge first, and then we all met him at Hodge's show. Mm-hmm. Because she's the OG. She's the OG. And so she's card number 2, Darren's number 1. And Moxiana he met next. She's number 3. Number 4 is I mean, wait, I messed up. Live and Bliss is number 3. Moxiana's number 4. I'm number 5. George is number 6. I don't know who number 7 is. Is Craig number 7? Somebody from Whatnot is number 7, I think. I don't have them in front of me. Yeah, the cards are really great. I wish I had got one a long time ago. Oh yeah, Bug maybe, huh? You and Moxie started like around the first time. I haven't seen her. She's not doing shows, huh? Yeah, newbie twins. Hodge and I are Whatnot twins. I started 2 days before her. Bug is 7. I still need to get Bug's card. Hopefully, I know he still has some. Yeah, I keep missing on him when he ran them, and I pre-bid. Yeah, he does. Okay, good. Yeah, because he's like they're really going to like his fans, like his friends that want him, and I think he probably still has a lot left. Um, but pretty soon he won't, you know, because I don't think he only puts them in for auction. Bro, go away. I already have enough YouTube trolls. That's funny. Yeah. Thriftworks will growl for you. Yeah, come on, Thriftworks. What's up? He will. He actually does a mean growl. Do you want a cougar or what? Yeah. Nice try though. That was good. Yeah, so Bug's card, but the cards are a lot of fun. They're a good marketing piece, and I mean, I just sold 12 of them. You know, you can make some decent money, but it's a fun. I think it's just a fun marketing tool. You could also use them for giveaways. So I'll be having some that I'll add in. I'm gonna actually do art on them, and I'll put them as a giveaway. And they're also great marketing tools for getting Thriftworks name out there. Absolutely. Yep. And if you go right now, like if you want to get other people's cards because you want to collect a few, or you could just collect your favorite sellers, you could go to Whatnot. You can search at the top and just type in thrift shop trading. I'm looking on desktop, but if you look on the thing, it'll tell you how many. And if I go to products, yeah, and thanks. There are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wow, there's a lot more now. People are finally doing 12, 13, 13 rows of 4. Yeah. Some people are getting a lot of money for them, absolutely. Because they have a brand, a following, right? But most of the cards, they go, 5, $10. And it's kind of a way to like, in a way, it's a way to, you know, kind of instead of tipping, you're getting something for it because you're buying their card, right? So it supports the person in their small business, right? Yeah. You want me to order one? Okay. Yes, get a card. Get a card. Okay, hold on. Hollybox, hello. You did it? Oh my gosh. Okay, you're using the phone as your camera. You can run it on the app or you could go into whatnot.com. Try them out and see which one you like best. Just remember to mute the second device. Okay. I absolutely will, Renee. Yeah, absolutely. You're gonna make another one? Yeah. Uncle Hashi, some people are getting a lot. I will tell you though, my first few cards, I was kind of like, whoa, you guys are bidding too much. I had more, but I kept number 1 and 2 out of my first one. And number 100, I think I kept like 5 cards for myself, right? Um, my third card number 3 went for 65 or $75. I was like, whoa, you guys are, but they wanted to support me. And I am and was super grateful for that. Like, that was really fun and very cool. This is card number 30. This is the doll head one. 30. And some people said, oh, can I get this number? I'm no longer saving the card numbers because it's just what it is right now. If I have it available, then I will run it. Okay, I'm gonna run this one. This is the doll head. It's in a penny sleeve, so you're not getting the glare. That is running. Renee, you got that one? Oh, I don't know about that, Sam. Yeah, I don't mind overpaying myself. I bought some $45 I bought was the most. Renee, thank you so much. You got card number 30. I appreciate you. Yeah, the cards, they're just fun, but I use a paint pen on mine. Yeah, you got it. Thank you, thank you. And the cards are super simple, but I got these new envelopes, but they didn't come yet. And they're like for cards and they're not rigid, they're like semi-rigid and they actually have like a wax coating, so they're kind of like waterproof. 9 out of 10 times it comes back. Yep. But looking in the marketplace, like if I see cards for 10, $20, um, $5, $12, $7, $8, $5. I'm trying to really finish the series 1 before I get series 2, but I think most of the cards that are series 2, um, I'm not gonna get just yet. Yeah, but there's a lot of series 2. There's also, you can buy booster packs from Thriftworks USA that have these new community cards in them or Givey Goblin cards. There's some Kimmy D has some singles in the bite now if you want to just get a certain card. Yeah, and as they become more rare, you can run it higher because it's your business. I mean, like I saw some people running them for $1 and their card went for $1, like literally the price they paid for it. And they actually paid more than $1 for the card. I bought 1 pack, but I'm gonna get some more. Yeah. I'm trying to buy this other thing first and then I'm gonna get I want to get a whole bunch of them and then do a ripper ship with them. Yep. And then just run like what I have a duplicate of. Because they're about, I mean, I think if you buy more, you get a little bit better deal on the packs. Yeah. And again, it's a bunch of, sellers on the app who have these cards and they're only the perceived value of what it's worth to you. I think it's a lot of fun. I mean, like I look at the cards and look at all the different creations and I'm just like, man, this person really looks like the character on their card. Now, a lot of people won't have it. Oh my gosh, I gotta buy this card right now because it's so freaking cute. I'm buying one right now. You know whose card I just bought? Lilac Bloom. Sold. I just bought hers. So cute. Yeah, it's whatever it's worth to you. So I just bought Lilac Bloom's card number 179. If you look at her card, it's so her. Yeah. So now she just got a marketplace order. You bought hers too. I hadn't bought her card yet, but I remember everybody like who I bought. I actually didn't scroll down this far. But some sellers I don't even know that have a card. Yeah, I don't even know them. And her card was $10, but she only has like 23 available. Yeah, she is a cutie. She's a sweetheart. She's local to me too, so I hope I get to meet her. I remember the first time I rated her. It's like one of my favorite whatnot things. I thought she said she was almost gonna pass out. It was so cute. I can't wait. I hope I get an art card, but I gotta buy more of them. There's a few other people like I don't know. I just went and looked and I was like, I don't know this seller. Um, their card is really nice. The Clark collection, I don't even know them. And I know Common Sense. Oh, they have their card in there too. Yeah. Yes, and it brings people to your stream for sure. See common sense, common underscore sense underscore thrift has it set up as auction, so they're available in their shows because you can see it. You got to go in. Yeah. Oh, none of my reactions are on. What's up with the computer today? There we go. Maybe it'll work. No, it's sometimes it doesn't recognize it with all the lights I have on because I have a lot of lights. There we go. That's probably better. My lighting is really bright. It's too bright for me today. Yeah. I really hope this brings people together across categories. Yeah. Now, Uncle Hashi, I have never been to your show. What do you sell? And I want you guys to share your shows too. Hold on. I'm going to look at your profile. I don't think I've ever looked at your profile. Oh, okay. You sell, like you only had two shows. You sell pretty rocks. Yeah. Look at these rocks. They're gorgeous. Look at that amethyst. Wow. I always like that quartz. Like the quartz like that. Reminds me of a little cactus. Oh, I see. You said you used a quarter to show the size. Yeah, that's smart. Wow, you guys should be checking it out. The homies call me Hashi. I love it. I love your bio, actually. It's cool. So, those aren't exactly an easy item to ship either. Yeah, you're welcome. Who's a brand new seller here? Yeah, and people have come to you, right? Because you have a card. You have a card, right? Yeah, yeah. I just saw you haven't gotten it yet. I did just see it yesterday, I think, or day before. Yeah, you have 183. Yeah, I have a list of all the cards that gets updated, and Retro Lucky Ducks has shared her cards with. She has the most cards now. I think she's beat me by I don't know 20 or so. Yeah, but she has a lot of the 101 cards. I didn't buy any of the 101 cards. But she does. I've spent a lot on the cards, but I don't. It's fine. It's so much fun. You're 175. Oh, Kalmar, you have a card too? Okay, are you guys finding yeah, I just buy anything. I have bought a couple of dupes. And out of all the cards, I got one in the mail that slipped out of the thing and got bent. So I told the seller and they were wonderful. They sent me a replacement of it. But things are gonna happen, yeah. I have gotten a few of them where people put them um, in the top mailer and put it in PWE and it arrived. There was no issues. And my post office was like, oh yeah, that's fine. Because the PWEs aren't super rigid, but I don't ship them that way. Because I use a smaller envelope. Okay. And then when it's all folded in there, it's pretty firm. Yeah, it's not, it's, I mean, you can still move it. But even when I put the PWE in there with the packing list and then the label on it, it kind of like, let's see. Yeah, it's under the quarter of an inch, but everybody, you're not supposed to use these. It's actually, I think it's too thick. Yeah. I bought a lot. Recently I think I just purchased, I need to look and keep track because sometimes I don't keep track of it, but I'll tell you, I just bought Country Bougies. I got thrift shop training number 1E. Wait, are you going through the whole alphabet, Darren? Living Bliss. I got Shop 801 Lanes card. And then I have, oh, I should get it on Friday, Shop 801 Lane. Then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 20 cards coming. Brooks is perfect. I'm still waiting for the Colts card. Shop 801 Colt. Night Crew card would be great. Yeah. And yeah, but she won't do that. You won't do that. I know, Brooke. It's okay. It would be cute though. But it's so on brand for her. Yeah. And she probably already sold out of them. I bet she sold out already of her 100 cards. What's up, Dawn? How are you? I don't know what number I got. But it's good job on that. Yeah. The last two PWs you received have been damaged. Really? How were they packaged? Just a penny sleeve? I mean, like I buy in the marketplace, it costs me $5. It's going to go ground advantage. So, I mean, let's ask a question, okay? She should not make a cult card. No, she shouldn't. Yeah, that's a problem. Were they using a big envelope or a small envelope? Because a lot of people put them in those note cards in between it, and then you have to tape the edge so it doesn't move around at all. Oh, both small envelopes. Yeah, so they have the right size envelope. They just, I don't know. I buy the wedding I buy the good envelopes. I don't buy the cheap ones like from, but this fits it. This fits it pretty good even if I did, you know. Oh yeah, it's really weird. So I don't use a PW in here. I've tested it out to see. Card's fine. But I use penny sleeve and then I have like these other envelopes that are for cards and then it's semi-rigid, so it's in between. And then I have it in another bag and another penny sleeve. So it kind of adds it, but it's not. I mean, if your carrier takes it and shoves it in your mailbox, there's no avoiding that. That's not the seller's fault, but you can don't mark it fragile, mark do not fold. Sometimes they don't do it. Sometimes they have so much mail, it just goes in there. Joni, what's up? Thank you for sharing. Oh, torn up with the machine? Yeah. Even if people and I've had this, I had somebody recently send me a sticker. Hey Leslie, how you doing? I had somebody send me a sticker recently, and it was like a nice sticker I bought. And they put it in one of those eBay mailers, the cardboard mailer, and it's not supposed to go in that. And the machine ate it up, but the sticker luckily didn't get damaged because there was a lot of room around it. But it was definitely like not supposed to go PWE like that. It should have been ground advantage in that kind of package. Um, yeah, but sometimes people are shipping so much stuff, they don't know all the USPS rules. Because I got two cards from one seller and they had them both in a top loader with a penny sleeve and they didn't put tape over the top of it like I do sometimes. I don't now because I use the small envelopes. But sometimes the penny sleeve and the top loader are loose. So if you don't do this, the card is probably going to fall out. Sometimes, not always. Um, I'm looking for another top loader because here it is. So if I have a penny sleeve in the card, I might do this. I might put that on the edge of it so the card doesn't fall out. And then this goes in a plastic uh like peel and stick things so no water could get in it. I mean, it's very rare water could get in it, but I do that because sometimes cards are loose when it's one card, because these are made to hold like maybe two or three sometimes. Yeah, I think I've fit like four in there. But if someone's spending, over 20, 25 bucks for some cards, I'm not gonna, they're gonna go in one of these. I only have a few of these left, but if someone bought three cards, they're gonna each get one of these whatnot top loaders. I'm not even charging for them. I probably should, but I'm not. I could sell them later. It's not a big deal for me. I just want the card protected so it arrives, and then they go in a small 6 by 4 by 2 inch box. And then that way they're safe and there's paper on top to keep them like in place. But I've been shipping cards that way for like 20 years. Yeah, even sports cards when I sold like Pokemon and different. Those are really good. I would love to like be able to get my own like that because the quality is like 10 out of 10. Yeah. You were considering rigid protectors as, yeah, that's why I just put them in. Because I think I pay, I don't know, these were like pretty reasonable. But for the other top loaders, they're a little too rigid to go. They have to go, like here's his and her shop, Chicago. Here's their card, right? So here's, I mean, obviously you don't want to, so that's rigid. The whatnot ones are not as rigid. But your card can still get damaged in these. These are not guaranteed. They're not guaranteed. But if I have it in a box, it's like even more protected. Yeah. I mean, I'm collecting mine like this because I like to pull my cards out of a thrift shop trading box, and they all fit in there so nice. It's like a perfect size box. So when I'm done, I have three of these box. Oh, I have three of these boxes. My top loaders fit perfect in there. Yeah, there's a nice little thing. So I have some loose cards, but if you look at the top loaders in there, they fit they fit really nice and perfect. See? There they are. Yeah, they're perfect in the box. So when I'm old and gray, my thrift shop trading cards will be up in the closet. They will be up in the closet, and the kids will see them and they will say, "What is this junk mom has?" And then they'll open it up and they'll go, "Why does she have 400 of these DR cards?" But yeah, they fit so perfect that when you open the lid, um, right? But then they'll pull the box next to it and it'll be all the first generation Pokemon graded cards. And they will say, "Wow, mom has those Charizards. Let's buy a house." Yeah, we can buy a house. Yep. Um, then they will sell and whatnot. Probably, probably. My daughter wants to sell and whatnot. She's an artist, so she wants to make her own product and do handmade stuff, like keychains and things. And so she wants to do it like on Etsy actually. And I was like, all right, just tell me what you need. And but I said, if you want to do it on whatnot, you can. You can have your own account. Your adult children are not impressed with all the trading cards. My kids were like, first of all, my daughter is an artist. And so she literally said, great, you have a brain rot AI card. She's an artist, so I get it. And I laughed. Yeah, she's an artist. She creates art original. So to her, she like gets pissed off at AI. Yep. But that's fair, right? Yeah. But she was just like, it's actually funny, mom. I said, look at it. She says, I can't believe you got an AI card though. I said, well, it's AR with insight. She'll hate the brain rot booster. She will. I did show him to her. She's like, and she gave me a dirty look. But that's teenager for you. Yeah. I said, I have adult money. I will do what I want with my adult money. Thank you so much. Yeah. Yeah. But no, and then my son liked it. He thought that, he said, that one's a little bit creepy, mom. That one's a little bit creepy, mom. Well, no, they're both, my son likes the AI because brain rot. Uh, he makes AI brain rot songs about, he loves World War II and history. So he makes up songs about that. Yeah. on his YouTube channel. It's kind of funny. But he says, "You like those weird dolls, Mom." Yeah, that's the card he likes the most. He said the other ones, he said he gave me some ideas for cards, so it's kind of funny. Yeah, I know. I can't wait to get the booster pack. I kind of want, I probably go buy some more of them. Maybe I'll just tell my husband that's what I want for Christmas. Puffins, how are you, friend? Yeah. I don't know, but the cards are fun and I like them. Yep. You're on lunch? You're good? Oh, awesome. Oh, wait, you can do the transfers, huh? If I create a graphic, I'm going to send you a message because I'm curious. You said you can do the transfers, right? Can you get me on a gang do you do like a gang run or do you send them out? I'm going to send you a message about it. You don't have to even answer. Yeah, since you're local to me, I'm looking because I had a place and then I could get them on a gang run, but I only want a couple. I don't want a whole bunch, but I'm making a design and I want to get it on a shirt. Yeah. Nice. Because I was gonna just make it out of this. Okay, yeah, I knew you did it often. That's why. Okay. Anyway, what's going on with everybody? What are you doing today? So I'm not gonna have a show tonight. I'm gonna work on my schedule this week because I am gonna have another chat show, but it's only gonna be a shipping show. Yep, it's only gonna be a shipping show. Live and Bliss and I were gonna do shipping school, but she got a job, and so we're gonna put that off. But I'm still gonna kind of do a version of that. Um, is there gonna be a meetup in California? Right now, I don't know if anybody's doing one, but I'm planning on doing one in 2026. I just don't have a date yet. I have a lot going on in 2026, um, like for the good, but I can't commit to a date right now yet. But I do have to email whatnot and ask to get more information about it. Because I know a lot of people have asked me, but I don't know if any other sellers have done one or have one planned. I need to ask. I'm not thinking of anything yet. I kind of was, but then I started looking at my calendar and I'm like, I'll have more of an idea back in January. Yeah, I'll have more of an idea probably in January. But are you local too? I didn't realize you're local. No, I don't. I won't do it in June or July. Sacramento. I'm thinking, to be honest, maybe September and October. I know that's like 10 months away, but that's more realistic. Yeah. My summer is always to my kids. My summer is always dedicated to my kids and myself. Baba Booms. That's right. You are too. Because it's important time. They grow up so fast and I don't want to lose that time. Yeah. And I'm trying to go to a couple other meetups too. And I'm trying to be mindful of the other people that have meetups and I don't want to do it at that. Your family is still in California, yeah. So I don't know. I don't really have, I mean, I've thought about it. I originally said something about February, um, but that's also kind of a crazy time. I mean, you got to just pick. It's just always going to be like that. I know all other people want to do the Disney meetups, like Disneyland. I don't know if I want to do that because a lot of people may be discouraged because they might not be able to go. Uncle Hashi, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know about Disney. It's a decent idea though. But I just kind of don't want to Disney because a lot of people will go to Disneyland and then a lot of people can't really afford that, right? Or they don't want to go and it's kind of I have this one idea and I just need to ask. I have to ask whatnot. When you live here, you don't want to. Yeah, I don't care about Disney. I used to work there, so I'm just like, eh. Yeah, if people want to go to Disney on their own, go for it. Yeah, not everyone can make it. Exactly. I know you live here. You still love it though, huh? I used to work there. I'm like, eh, it's fun. It's fun if you have like the access or VIP and stuff because you don't wait in line for a damn thing. Yep. I haven't been in a few years. Yeah. I don't know. There's so many options. Anybody has an idea, shoot me a message. I do too. I like the zoo. Yeah, send me a message if you have an idea for a meetup or if you want to connect with me and you're from this area and you want to do a meetup together, we could totally do that. Yeah. Yeah, if somebody wants to and has good ideas, shoot me a message. I'm just trying to, because here's why. I have a lot of I got some photography sessions that are on weekends. And there I have like 5 months of like wedding stuff, and that's like big money. So that's why I'm committed to my Saturdays and some Sundays. Yeah, my friend is a photographer, so I'm gonna be her second shooter. I can't turn that down. It's really good money. Um, your mom used to live in San Diego. I love visiting. My sister lived in San Diego for, I don't know, the last 30, 35 years. I loved going down there too. Yeah, and a lot of my family still does that. I used to, not anymore. Yeah, I used to do the family portraits. Um, but I stopped doing them. And I don't do wedding anymore either. I do products actually. I love product photography. But I stopped doing that after about the pandemic. That was the end of my family portraits for now. But I do sometimes do it for a couple of my like old clients where they have like 15, 20 people, which is really hard to do because you get kids and the kids are in the photo and they're like picking their nose. A lot of kids be picking their nose. Yeah. Um, yeah, I don't know about the meetup. Like what did me how to I'll probably pick your brain, Leslie, about the meetup because you've had a couple of them to like figure out because some people do it big time. Some people just meet up and like get to meet each other and, you know, hang out for a couple of hours. I'm cool with any of that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know like, you know, a bunch of sellers, what are you gonna do? We can meet and do it at a thrift shop. Right? You guys want to go thrifting and see the high prices here in Southern California? Let's go. Yeah, I got a connection. I got a few connections for that. You'll see all the prices. Yeah, we'll meet up and I'll go live and thrift. Um, Fundamentals is going on Wednesdays. Have you guys caught him thrifting? I did 2 times and the prices were crazy. You're planning on two next year, one in Vegas and the other in North Carolina. That's right. Oh, your trip to your daughter's is just because she's having the baby, right? Yeah. Wait, you're part of the Vegas meetup with fundamentals. You're planning that together, right? When is that one? I kind of forgot. I know you told me. I think I even put it on my calendar. Oh, that's a good idea. Let's meet and do a thrifted white elephant. That would be actually pretty cool. Or like a scavenger hunt. See, here, like my thrift shops, they're not like real close to each other. Oh, so is corporate goth is involved. Yeah, that was from last time. The same three is coordinating it, right? Yeah. Yeah, that would be kind of fun. I know. And corporate goth, I would have met you on that one. It was Andy, uh, Fundamentals. Who else went on that? The lady from YouTube, I watch her. I've been watching her for Taffy, Miss Taffy. I've been watching her for a long time. I would love to meet her. She seems so funny. There's Andy. See, I told you. Andy always. What up, Andy? Little big brother. Yeah. Envy. Okay. Envy told me to pick him up. Where are you, Envy? 6'7". One day you'll meet him. Yeah, one day you'll meet him. Yeah, just give me a date. I'll make it happen. I just got to figure it out. It's this wedding thing I committed to. I kind of didn't want to commit to it, but it's like pretty good money. So, um, I might as well do it while I could still actually capture. I'm a second shooter. Yeah, that's why I'm thinking September, October. I think it'd be better, like definitely September, probably like early October if I do it that way. Yep. And it's good time. Kids back to school, or back into school and summer break. It's like important time for me with my kiddos. I'll still be doing my 1,000 days. Oh my God, it's 1 o'clock. That's how it happens on here. You're on here having a good time. Oh, I forgot. I started late today. I started an hour later than my normal time because I was on the phone with my sister. I hadn't been able to talk to her and hear about, Thanksgiving and all the things. And I got to catch up with her for a tiny bit. What's up, Lone Star Loot? How are you? Yeah, I think fall will be better. I originally thought about February, but then it was just too crazy. And then I don't know. I'm thinking more on that. So I need to write. Is it Casey, right? And ask. But I'm gonna send you a message because I want to pick your brain about how. And I actually had another idea. I was like, there's this new like place that has bowling So, but it has bowling, golf, race cars, I don't know what the place is called. And they have like a 3 or 4 lane bowling alley. Like you can rent it. It's in a private, it's really nice because people could go get their own drinks. There's a bar, there's food if people want to do that. And it's honestly, it's not super expensive. Just the bowling probably is expensive, but there's room. You could book a party there. I just haven't inquired from the lady. But I think it's kind of, I have a connection there, so I get a little bit of a discount. You'd love to host one here. Yeah. It'd be very expensive, right? Sign me up. I'll come. Yeah. I know where I could rent an Airbnb. That would be so awesome, huh? It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Yeah, one day. Yeah, everybody go to France to visit Darren and have a meetup. Would we meet Thriftworks USA or would we meet Thriftworks? Who would we meet? Or thrift shop trading? Yeah, to do one in the US first. You need to bring your wee wee baguette. I love it. Your trailer, your that would be cool to travel. It's too small probably, but that would be cool to have that here. And then you could have the thrift shop trading logo on the trailer would be so awesome. Propose it. I have an idea for you. Darn it. Yeah. Yeah, you could propose it. But you got to have the vehicle ready. You get a whatnot wrap on it. I proposed it, and Kenny said, propose it to whatnot. Maybe they'll do it. There was somebody that wanted to do that to travel around the United States, and that was in the early days, but who knows if that's even in a marketing budget. Back then it was different. Now there's so many users, so that maybe not. But wouldn't that be fun to travel around and basically do meetups with this little trailer? I think Whatnot is missing out on that. It's like driving on the freeway and you see a Whatnot trailer. They should get like 4 of them, East Coast, West Coast, or maybe 5 of them. Yeah, it wouldn't cost them that much money too, and the wrap comes off. Yeah, that would be fun. Who would take one? They do. You know how they have the party buses? Hey, you lurker. What's up? I miss you. I would totally drive it. Yeah. Yep. And what, couple 100,000, 500,000. I got a connection on some high-end luxury campers, RVs, so I'm sure they could fit a wrap around anything. Yeah, that would be so cool. But again, even if it was like 500,000, that would be smart. hmm And then they could have their people even driving them. Or, people could do that themselves. They could put their QR code in. I'm surprised I haven't seen anybody do it. There was a comic guy that was gonna do it, but he never did anything. Yo, I love discounts. How are you? Aja, I feel like I never see you because by the time I wake up, you're off or I go to bed late. Last 2 days I overslept. I'll peek in there and say hello sometimes. Um, yeah. Wait, okay, Hodge, I have a question for you. You can red chat it. Are you doing a new are you doing a new TikTok or is that like a scammer? I know you usually are. I appreciate you. Is that your new account with Sarah? It's what is it? Hodge Crumb or something? You did. Okay. Because I saw it and I was like, wait, is this them? Yeah. I know. And I'm even staying on later. I know because you're all Crumb Podgery. That's right. Okay. I got to follow you. You can't find her on there? You can't find your ex wife? Your number one sister wife? You can't find her? Better fix that. When is Sarah going to introduce herself? You blocked him. I know. I do see the Meat Boys on there all the time. I still see but my TikTok's weird. I don't search anything and I still see old videos from like last year for people on it's so weird. She is scared. Oh, just do it. Well, we love her anyhow. What's up, Bree? How you doing? Yeah. All right, I got to make sure yeah. I limit myself to like 20 minutes a day. If that I have barely been on TikTok, but I've been thinking about hitting uh in the new year. I did my whole planogram what I want to do for marketing, and I definitely am going to hit TikTok. I'm actually going to go on TikTok at the same time I'm live for this chat on TikTok. through OBS. I am gonna start doing that. I was gonna do it sooner, but I'm having like a tiny glitch with it. So I need to figure out why it's doing that. Yeah, because you can dual stream to TikTok. Did you guys know that? But you have to have a computer and use OBS. But I think you can do it with two devices. Yeah, you can with OBS. But I have this one issue with it. Yeah, you should. And I think your computer probably will do it. I just have to mess with it because you have to download like a plugin for OBS, and then it's split screen, so it has the whatnot format, which is kind of the same, and then the TikTok format's a little bit smaller. And then I can turn it on. But I tried to do it a couple times and it wouldn't let me, and I'm like, oh, I probably got to go live over there a little bit, and then it will let me do it. If it doesn't, then I can go live right here on my computer, and then I'll just use my phone for TikTok to do that. And Instagram, I was gonna go live there, but it's kind of complicated the way that they do it because it's not built into the Whatnot app. But I can go on Twitch, Facebook, and I can go on YouTube at the same time. I can use a different piece of software to do all the other ones, but it glitches every time I try to do it. So I gave up on that. Yeah. Yeah, she'll be great on there. Yeah. I'm glad that you guys are doing something. That's awesome. And posting more to Instagram as far as like reels and shorts. And you guys don't forget, like every time you're live, you can actually make a clip of yourself if you watch your shows on Whatnot, and you can make a clip, and it's 1 minute and 4 seconds, and you could put it on there yourself. You follow all of us on your secret account. Oh, that's you. You're trying to do all the things. It's Yeah. How much time do you think you spend, like realistically, posting a reel, Hodge? It's so hard. There's software you can pay that you can actually have it post all of your content to all the platforms at the same time. So you can choose and you could schedule it. I mean, they do it for free, and they do it to 2 or 3 accounts. I'm still tinkering with this one because I can't. Instagram is like a pain in the butt. It doesn't like me that much. So it says I need to create an account every time there's some kind of weird error that comes back through it. It is hard. It's a lot of time. Yeah, it's a lot of time. Reels only take me a minute, but YouTube takes so much time, and honestly, recording is the hardest part for me. Yeah. Do you screen record sometimes? Yeah, it's hours a day if you actually do it. If I'm making a reel, I'll use if I'm here and I'm using like OBS, there's a really cool thing in OBS called a replay buffer. So you turn it on, you go into the settings actually, and I could go in, I forgot what it's under right now. I think it's like stream audio video. No, it's in one of these. Oh, it's in output, and there's a tab, streaming, recording, audio, replay buffer. You have to turn it on, like in one of the options, you turn it on, and then I can pick how long I want it. So I put 100 seconds. And so right now while I'm talking, there's a little download button on my computer. I can click it and it makes me a clip. So if I'm showing something with a rip or ship, I do 100 seconds because I can trim it before and after. What's up, Millicent? How are you? Why are Facebook Reels so bad? I think like they distort the quality of it because every site has the size requirement or restriction, and they a lot of times too people upload it to their device, and if they have an Android, it always messes it up, in my opinion. If you're copying off site, if you're screen recording it, like Whatnot quality is based on your internet quality. So if you are wired in, you're not wireless. Every phone is wireless, right? Every phone is wireless. You mean content like in general? I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. I see what you're saying. Like it's trash. It's not quality. People just post whatever, right? I don't know. I've seen some reels lately that are okay. Yours are funny. You're pretty good at that. Your lip singing that you do, or where you're doing a lip sync of whoever's thing, and I crack up every time. Yep. I try to engage almost every single one that I can. But damn, between you and Jamie, it keep me busy. Yeah. That's all I do. I know. You should make a tutorial. Listen to me good. Make a tutorial how to actually do that step by step. This is what people want. This is what people need, and they will watch it. And how to make a reel from your whatnot clips. Yep. I'm making one now. Actually, I have two of them, but I want to make a new one because I want to show them how to share their shows to Instagram. They don't have that. Yep. So much worse than TikTok and even IG. I'll pay attention. I'm gonna look and see because I don't really click. You mean like the stories, right, on Facebook? Darren, Darren, you really would. You could do a two camera, and I won't tell you where the other camera could go. Just low lights, low red light, low camera angle, butt cheeks. You could totally get the little tiny camera I got. Yeah. Well, a lot of stories are, yeah. I'll, I should look right now. I honestly never click on Facebook stories. They're kind of annoying to me. I just see when people post the videos. Because I see the same clips on TikTok. So I forget that it's up here. It's a lot. Yeah. The photos, right? Yeah, I see them and I'm like, I mean, there's a couple people I always engage in. I love to get them, but I just forget that's up there. But I see it. If they post there on Facebook, they post on Instagram the same thing. So maybe that's why I don't look on Facebook. Now I will probably look. Yeah. But usually if I don't like it, like I look on desktop, let me do my volume. Oh, I can't do my volume. But basically, if I play it, I can skip through it real quick, faster than on scrolling it. I just click on the person's name and it goes away. Yeah, then I don't have to watch it. I have not seen the corn stories. My computer is going to hear. It's going to hear me. And you know what's going to happen? I'm going to get corn. Do not show me corn on my TikTok anymore. It took me down a very, very dark alley. I'm not kidding you. Please show me positive vibes, ocean waves, long walks in the dark, street photography. Yeah. Shh. I'm not talking about that. Yes. Yes. Because the phone listens. I have everything off. It still listens. Hmm. Have you come across the people that wear the crocheted corn masks? Have you guys seen that? Have you guys seen that? There's two people, a couple. They're actually kind of corny, but they're really funny. Haha. They have this crocheted mask and it's corn on the cob. You will now. Your phone will show it to you. Hmm. Yeah. Crumb pot. Please show me Crumb Podgery and De-Archivist on TikTok. It's so funny. I love corn. Yeah. Corn is code for something else sometimes. Yeah. Oh, Brie, you know you got on your feed too now. Yeah, you're right. I love discounts. Hello, Pamela. How are you doing? Yeah, Millicent's. I don't have an answer on what's with all the stories, but I don't search on TikTok for stuff. If I do, it's DIY. How do I repurpose? I want to build a bookshelf. How do I do that? That's what I look for on the TikTok. But what do I get? My TikTok feed is kind of weird. Yeah, shut it all down. Is that like the Robert Irvine style? Shut or no, Gordon Ramsay, huh? Shut it down. Let's see what my TikTok says. Oh, my whole TikTok is politics this week. Okay, sounds good. Politics and street photography. Yeah, yeah. Well, I know. Ooh. Yeah. But I'm trying to now I search for DIY and book and wood and book wood. Yeah. You were laying in the dark last night and all of a sudden your phone went, no. It was still on. What's up, Mama Z? How are you? How's it going? Is it? Can I say that out loud? Yeah, I can. My TikTok is all boobs and butts and Hodge. You know who wrote that? I kid you not, and I don't mind. I always, yeah. I always Hodge is always up on my FYP all the time. She pops up all the time. So I always will put some comment in there. You need to reset it. Yeah, you could, but you're still gonna get boobs and butts and Hodge because you're gonna look. Everybody, if you have an Instagram or a TikTok, drop it right now. Let everybody follow you. Get some followers. That's where you share your shows. Share your shows to your social media. Okay, don't share them to messages because those people aren't coming to your show. After I did that yesterday, somebody was in my show and they shared me my show 5 times. It was funny. You're gonna look now. Don't follow me. Okay, should I unfollow you now? You're a reworker's passion everywhere. Are you on? Do you do TikTok? You're on TikTok, right? Oh no, my TikTok is all reselling now. It just reset. Oh, it also is. You know what it is right now too. I like them. Excuse me. It's Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley's sons. They have a band. They have a new song coming out. Stanley Simmons. They're really good. They're like 80s singers. Yeah, 1980s style. That's what they're really good. Excuse me. Okay, there we go. Oh, the corn. Yeah. Okay. They have a really funny TikTok. They get all these weird comments and they literally sing the answer. It's really funny. Yeah, I'll follow you guys. I think I'm following a lot of people. Yeah, here's my search. Um, excuse me. Bean Talk. Thank you, Living Bliss. And then wait, what? Stanley Simmons, Bean Talk. Oh, I just discovered I have a lot of morbid searches. Cremation with water. That was a new one I just searched. Um, wait. Oh, Rome, Italy. Yeah, and DIY woodworking. That's it. Yeah, cremation with water. I never knew that was a thing. Yeah. Autopsies is also in there too. Yeah. Don't ask. Yeah. They don't really show anything on there, but it's more for information. Yeah. And then CDV. But that's about it. Okay, Puffins. I feel like I follow you already. Oh, did I do the thing? Oh yeah, I did. And it gave me 100-second clip. I didn't mean to do that. So I am gonna probably raid. I'm gonna call it a day. It was really nice to chat, hang out. Um, now that I know what corn is, yeah. I think they just want to hide their identity. It's just like a I don't know, it's a couple. I don't even know what their name is on TikTok, but I found them a couple of times. The husband and wife. They probably don't want their faces shown because I've never seen them without the mask on. Just to be different and silly. People like to watch weird shit. What do you want me to say? They just like weird and unusual and different stuff, and people like to create characters, right? So that's my guess. There might be more to it. I don't know. Yeah, it's and people make money on TikTok. So the weirder it is, people are going to watch it. When they watch it and they get enough subscribers or followers, they make money. They make good money on TikTok. Not everybody does though. And but there's a lot of young people and older people that start like, I just saw this. I don't know how this channel came up like on YouTube, but it was this guy and he goes, I started a YouTube channel at 70 years old. And now he's making a bunch of money on there and he's teaching senior citizens how to make a YouTube channel. And it's smart. I see tons of people like that now. I love that. I think it's so cool. There's a lady I was watching, and her background is she worked in marketing, I think, and she couldn't figure out what to do in her retirement. And I don't know her channel, but she comes up. I did subscribe to her, and she literally travels and then basically vlogs about it. And her kids thought she was crazy. And then when she said, when I got my first paycheck, which she started in 2020, she started during the pandemic. And she said, as soon as I got my first paycheck, my kids were like, whoa, this might be something. And now I think she has almost 1 million subs, and she makes really good money. She gets ads. She gets AdSense, so she gets companies that reach out to her because she does it all about like RV travel and how to like live like a minimalist. So she gets stuff like that, cameras, all kinds of things. And then she does a video. Yeah, but she's like a real techie hands-on lady. What's up, Sean? How you doing? I just think it's really neat. Um, and then there was another lady. I was curious, like my kids were telling me one day, Mom, you should look on Twitch. There's people like grandma's age playing video games streaming on there. I'm like, really? So there was this lady, she had a YouTube channel and she was on Twitch, and I thought it was so awesome. It's just proof that you can never stop learning. It doesn't matter what age you are. But there's a lady, I haven't seen her in a while. I haven't really looked for. She had a funny, she was like in her 80s. Yeah, and I don't know if she's like the oldest. I don't know if she's like the oldest video game grandma. Um, but I thought it was cool. And companies reached out to her, and they literally pay her to game, but I don't see her channel on here. Yeah, she's 90 years old, I think. I just thought, wow, isn't that neat? And you just age doesn't matter, but there's tons. There's this grandma I saw one day on I she was on TikTok streaming, and she had like all the rad computer gear, and she was playing Call of Duty, and she was beating these kids. They were getting pissed. Yeah, she was beating them at the game. They couldn't handle it, but I forget what company it was reached out to her. And she got all kinds of free gear from them. All she had to do is show the gear. I wish I could find the one. She was like oldest. There's a grandpa one too. It's funny. Yeah. Don't mess with grandpa, man. He's gonna pull some grenades out on you and bust you in that game. Um, yeah, what was that lady? She had a the oldest gamer was one. They don't have a lot, but there was a I wish I remembered. I don't see her stream anymore, so I'm not really sure. There's a lady in Japan that's like 90 years old. Yeah, there's a couple of 90-year-olds. It's good for their brain. Keep them so, active, and there's a lot to remember with playing, and control and coordination, right? That goes into it. So, um I'm streaming now, and I feel like, oh my gosh, I stream video games with my kids for fun. Like we have a totally separate channel. Like you can't find me. It doesn't have my name. My voice is with a voice changer, so you can't tell who it is. It's just for fun. And oh, the gamer lady retired. I just found her. Yeah, she retired. I found a lot of people that are older that started channels. It's just so cool. If that's your grandma, I think it's neat. I found this artist. She started making stained glass art. I talked about her on here before. She was started becoming an artist at 86 years old. Yeah, she had to find something to do when she retired. She retired at like 85. And her pieces are amazing. I haven't seen her. I started seeing a lot of these older folks that would start during the pandemic because they couldn't go anywhere. Imagine. So they turned to YouTube, and they started making money, but they weren't even doing it for money. They just did it to like make some friends, because we all know about being online with friends, no judgment. Everybody's pretty cool. I mean, you get trolls, but it's still pretty neat. Yeah, so you never know. It's never too late to learn and never too late to start doing a YouTube channel or a TikTok, or, just I always say this, be careful where you film and what you film if you don't want no one to know where you're at, because there's people that will find you on the internet. Yeah, I do. I love my internet friends. There's definitely a different kind of just a different kind of friendship, you know, and the support. You get more support from strangers than you will like some people your own family because they don't understand it, right? But everybody's in the same boat, really. Yeah, but I love it. Like, there's so much I want to still do. Like I do the video gaming, I do this, and I have some other ideas that I've been working on. So it's all just all for fun, and whatever comes out of it comes out of it. Yeah, social anxiety for sure. Yep. And a lot of people, we all can relate on some of these things, you know. Whatnot changed a lot of people's lives and saved a lot of people's lives, you know. And and then also, you know, that they can't work and deal with people, and so they could deal with people through the internet, you know, because you're here for a product or a service, right? Mostly a product. Yep, and never alone. And we don't realize that. You know, we never know what someone's going through. We never know. I had a friend who I know on the app that shared something with me, and I'll cherish it that she trusted me to share something like that. And it just was a reminder because it did come at really good timing to know how lucky I am that I had my mom for as long as I had my mom. Whereas some people lose their parents, they don't have parents at such a young age. And it kind of, you know, made me realize that, you know, not everybody, you know, is a lot of people are struggling. Yeah, it really like I literally listened to the message and cried because I went back and I thought about it. Yeah. So, you know, it's really important to, you know, be mindful of what you talk about in your streams, right? It's just another reminder of really be grateful for what you have. Yeah. And yeah, and you know what? Another friend said this to me in our stream, and she said it with a lot of love. You have no idea how lucky you are to have had parents. And I never thought about it. I did, but it really hit my soul that I said, you're absolutely right. People take parents for granted because some people have terrible parents that, you know, I'm not going to trauma dump. I didn't. I had good parents, you know, typical normal thing. But some people have parents that, you know, they don't put the kid as a priority. They are very toxic, abusive, and you name it. And that's all the kid knew growing up, you know? And cherish the good ones, be grateful for it. And some people lose their parents at such a young age. And, you know, they're still dealing with that. You know, they're dealing with that. And some kids are in foster care and they go through a whole bunch of crap that we have no clue about. That's why it's very important to, you know, just be mindful of how you speak to people in the streams. Yeah. And, you know, hopefully that when that has happened to somebody, they understand that they deserve to have therapy, right? They deserve it and they don't get it because they think something's wrong with them. And there's nothing wrong. You just got to figure it out. Sometimes on your own, sometimes gentle reminders, you know. I like to talk about it, but I also don't want to be like always talking about things that are sad because I love positivity, but I like being real. And I appreciate you guys always wanting to share. But you know what? Not everybody's earned the right to hear a story, including my own. Including my own. Yeah, thrift works, right? You're grateful for your parents. I was just thinking about that after that person said that to me. I'm like, you know what? I'm super grateful for what I have. Thank you for the raid. What's mine can be yours. What a great name. What a great name. Thank you so much. Let me just try to. Hello, how are you doing? Oh, it doesn't want to let me unpin the item. How was your show? Welcome in. I appreciate the raid. I know you could raid anywhere on the whatnot, and you should just come over here to the. I don't know what I'm going to call you guys. You're not Insomniacs right now, but pretty close, right? Pretty close. What are you selling? What are you selling? When's your next show? Go ahead and promote yourself right now since you came in with the raid. I appreciate it. I'm Dee. If you're new here, I go by D Archivist, and today was a coffee talk and tech chat. This is stream number 548. I've been live for 548 days, and I talk about all things whatnot every single Tuesday that I have a show. And I sell, uh, well, right now I was selling thrift shop trading cards. And I sell vintage decor, glass, toys. Oh yeah, it doesn't want to let me unpin my item. Weird. Yeah, there's a glitch with Whatnot right now. I think actually my whole stream just glitched. Miss V, what's up? How are you? Anyway, we were having a very deep conversation. And it was just a reminder that if no one told you today, you do matter. And you know what? You need to just do what's best for you and try to make the best day possible because our days, we're here for a short time and a good time, not a long time. Oh, really? In this month? Am I following you? I love that name. Yeah. Hold on a second. There's so many cards coming this month. Didn't you just get a whole bunch too? Yeah. All right, I'm looking for someone to raid while we talk. I already think I know who I want to raid another community show because we all love to talk. We all love to talk over here. 15 today? Yo. How many of them print up? How many up are on a run? Do they have a pretty big press? I always wondered that. I don't think I asked you that. Like 10 up, 15 up, or they just do them? Thank you for being here, you guys. If I haven't said it, I'll say it again. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I think today I'm got a couple of YouTube videos I'm gonna release. Small batch, multiple machine. Oh, okay. What's the number? What do you mean? The day number? Oh, 230 for ThriftWorks. Yeah. 230 cards have been produced. Yeah. Okay, ThriftWorks. How many sellers have multiple cards? A lot of them, right? So how many actually are like cards that are made by how many sellers actually have them? Like 180 or more? Probably more, huh? The checklist is never going to end. You're 212. Oh, you got one too, Lone Star? Nice. Nice. I love it. Yeah, like my first one, I'm not going to reprint it. I'm definitely not. I thought about it, but I'm not. I'll just get a new card. I have a new idea for a card. Yeah. I'm trying to figure it out, but I kind of did now sketch it. 232. How many? Okay, I have a question. The community cards. How many cards are they in that set? Is it 12 or less? Yeah. Now we're going to talk about ThriftWorks again. I love the cards. They're just so much fun. Yeah. It is, right? It's 13 cards. Now, the goblin ones, are those included? That's not included with those, right? Kimmy D, man, she's got them in the marketplace right now. I think it's like another, it's 10. So they're all goblins, right? I haven't seen, I haven't actually seen, the only one I saw of that was that's part of the mods, right? Or is the mod part of, no, the mods are the community. Yeah, the mods are the community. Wait, let me see. There are 13 different. Okay. Now, you're only gonna sell them in the packs. You're not gonna sell like a set of them, right? A set of cards? Probably not. Just boosters. Yeah, that's the whole idea. Then you sell more. I get it. Okay. You are gonna do booster too? Is there gonna be a limit on how many you uh produce? Or just until you're done? These are gonna be more scarce, I think. Yeah, because people are gonna probably 1,000 packs. Yeah. That's a lot. And you're sealing them yourself, right? Yeah. So ThriftWorks is sealing the packs and assembling them. It's upfront expensive, but then you get your money back, I hope. Yeah. I can't believe you're already up to that many cards. I mean, I can. It's so awesome. Yep. 232. That's rad. Yep. It's been fun to watch it, even from the beginning when there was only like 5 or 10 cards. Hmm. You are building something. You are definitely building something. And we're all been able to see. You're not sure what yet, right? Yeah. I think it's fun. I mean, I look at the cards and I love my cards. I'm super happy with them. And if you notice, I changed my cards. After my first card, I changed the look of mine. Yeah, I changed the way it looks. Because I want it to look more like a little doll than I want it to look like all the other ones. So that's why I've made mine look different. Yeah, that was planning. My next ones are gonna look a little bit different too. I just have to tell them what I want. Yeah. Are you gonna ever make any merch or no? Like shirts or no? Oh, yeah, but you can't rip them open, right? You have to cut it. Yeah, and the way it seals is really nice. Because I know that is not cheap. So that you have to absorb that cost in there. Yeah, they're really nice. I can't wait. I just bought the one, but I'll buy some more. I don't think you sold a whole ton, but I think it's getting close. Yeah. Oh, did you do Michelle's Deals keychains? Did you make those? You did, huh? They look nice. Can you get any color on the thing? Oh yeah, because you did the stickers too. I never sent you a picture of the stickers. Sorry about that. Forgot. You did so many. Yeah, she has like, I don't know, 10 stickers. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I love the creativity. So I think we're gonna go. We're gonna raid our sweet friend Custom Wood Burning. She always has great chat shows. I think I even rated her like last week. Um, Unless you guys want me to go to a selling show, I can go to a Yeller, but like a good Yeller. We can go to Picker Adam. I don't think I've ever rated Picker Adam because he raids me. You made Michelle's keychains without telling her. I knew. Did you really? Yeah. I'll probably connect with you because my daughter, she wants to do keychains and she does her own art, it's the same. You just need the size of it. Um, because I think I want to do some keychains. I'm just not sure yet what I would want to do. My character, my little Insomniac girl would be really cute. Or do my doll head logo that my daughter's making. Decisions. Yeah. So many decisions. I never know what I want to do, like make some stuff. I was gonna do some shirts, but because people were asking me with like an Insomniac doll head on them. But I don't know that one. I am gonna do it for YouTube because I can now sell on there. Yeah, there's no limits. It's wild. It's so much fun though. Yeah. I see there's some people that sell some merch on here. Yeah, I want to do it for YouTube and it'll be like it because I could do that on YouTube like drop ship because I got monetized so I can actually sell through a site on Whatnot. I don't want to carry the inventory. But I might get a few. I might buy a few and then just put them in there. Yeah, it's hard because then you have different sizes and things. You should, but you got to do one thing at a time, or you're gonna have too much to, Yeah, then you know what? You'll just have to get more mules in the U.S. Yeah, you'll have one spot in George's where I know you're already. Yeah, you have one spot in George's warehouse. Yep. Then you'll have one in Shy's warehouse. Then you'll have one in, and I'll go on the list. Right? Yeah, it's a lot. You have all these rad ideas. They'll happen. They'll happen. Yep. Does anybody sell merch in here? I'm next. Right? Yeah. It's just kind of fun. I mean, people want to support you. There's a way to support. Maybe they don't want to buy your product, but they wouldn't mind having a t-shirt or a sticker of it. Yeah, yeah. I have so many stickers I buy from people. I can't even begin to tell you. You're going to end up on the you are. Exclusive D chains. I love that. I thought about doing my own art actually, because I can make with photography. Yeah, I had thought about doing that, but doing it, I have a weird style that I do. But I thought about using my art, and I am gonna do this one thing that I started doing on here. I just never produced it, but I want to because I think it'd be different. Kind of, it will throw people for a loop. First of all, mm-hmm. Because it's something I do in like my spare time for fun. Yeah, that I enjoy. It has to do with photography, though, just so you know. Yeah, I have a lot of really cool uh, cards and portraits that I've made into cards and stuff. So I'm gonna probably print some of those Victorian looking images that I have and put them on cards. Yeah, with some other ideas. But that's my goals for February 1 for that. I know, I want to talk to you about that. I was printing on this color this color like laser printer that I had, but I don't like how it looks on it. I really want to just do professional, but I have really good paper, so it looks good. It's just I like that luster kind of finish. Yeah, but I will. I want to ask you for some quotes. All right, let's go. We're gonna raid. It was fun to brainstorm and chat and just hang out. I always appreciate you guys. I'm not gonna be on tonight, but I'll be back on Wednesday night, and we'll just be. I don't know. I'm gonna maybe. I'm trying to push myself to do more vintage. I'm trying to load up my store. There, Andy, you do merch too, huh? Andy, do you have shirts that you do? Like, do you? I'm gonna send you a message. Not your own, but you have a place, right? Okay. Team Beefy boy. There it is. There it is. You stick okay, Andy's sticker. I got your sticker. It's so good. Now do you have a machine that prints that sticker out? What kind of was that on vinyl? The duck sticker? The goose? Is that the hashtag? Where did I put it somewhere. It's big. It's the big goose is loose. You have an 84-inch. So what is that? Is that was vinyl, right? That's a nice sticker. So it doesn't fade, right? Yeah, it's nice. So, is that you have a big ass printer? I had one of those. I had an Epson one. I sold it. I had nowhere to put it in my house when I moved from my warehouse. Yeah, I used to have like a little space I rented, and I did my photo posters. Yeah, but that thing always broke down. It was such a good one, but it always broke. You always wear one size too small? Get me out of here. All right, friends. I'm gonna actually start reading. I know they are. Isn't it crazy how like I used to see how is it now? People would literally go and take all the print heads out and sell them on the bay for a lot of money. I used to do that with some of those because people would get rid of them because I would help service some of them for friends, and they're like, yeah, and I mean 3, 4, $500 for a print head in there. Yep, because the printer something else died on it. It's wild. All right, guys, we're gonna rate our friend Custom Wood Burning. Drop some eyeballs or some orange hearts. Thanks for hanging out. Today was fun. I went longer, but I had a good time hanging out. And I'll see you guys.